Tell me what you hold it. Said it, I'm golden. Told you I'm shining. Had to break through. Plan perfect timing. Giving no hands. Nigga, go get it. Radix the ruler. Can't fuck with them peasants. Want to win pleasant. Envy the essence. Fuck about you. More about me. I come from the land. Land that forgotten. That league of the shadows. My city like Gotham. But now I'm the man. You gon' hear this often. Stacking these gems. The boy ain't no option. All black like he gothic. But yet he still blossom. Desire to conquer. Ain't nothing gon' stop him. Damn, I'm so awesome. Now they all flocking. But they ain't care. My close homie died. Felt suicide. And my dad's crack pipe was rocking. They see mama often. But fuck it, I'm off it. Created that funk. Almost went diabolic. Then broke down myself. I was brutally honest. And studied the hidden rebirth to a prophet. I want my worth. Before you see mayhem. You screaming Mayday. Fuck what they say. Hey, I want my payday. Me off and Team Rocket. Now who would have thought it? It used to be lit. Now the gems in my pocket. I used to be stressing. Now racking up blessings. Kept manifesting. They stopped self-investing.
Yeah, what's good, y'all? Welcome to the stream. The first thing that I want to do is I actually want to tap into the stream on my phone myself to see if the audio is working good. Because last time I live streamed, which was I think during like game 5 of the Panthers, my audio sounded like garbage. So let me, so I played around with some settings here. Let me give myself a sound check real quick. I think I sound good. Let me know if I sound good down in the comments below just so we can do a good fact check. What's up? Shout out to my guy Martell of Miami Heat Zone. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my boy's podcast. He's producing daily content. I know it's a grind, so shout out to my boy. But what link are you referencing? You said drop the link. The link to the stream? What you need the link to the stream for if you on the stream? Unless you are on Twitter. No, I think that's what that symbol means is you are on YouTube, so you are confusing me, Martell. Let me know what you let me know what you mean down in the comments. And guys, let me know if my audio is sounding okay as well. So basically, kind of what I want to get into today is really whatever the hell y'all want to talk about. I had some free time tonight. The girl, you know, she a night shift nurse, so she working tonight. I already posted a video earlier today, posted a couple yesterday. We've been doing a ton of draft coverage, and my goal with all that draft content is I'm praying that whoever the Miami Heat take, I have already posted a video about them, because that way I have the knowledge. Plus, it'll probably be good for clicks, right? Of course, as soon as my light's going to keep bugging back there. There we go. It's back on. Thank you, as my mom is on the stream. Shout out to my mom, the real MVP there, for tuning into the stream. And I'm glad I fixed my audio mic settings here too. But what I was going to say, yeah. So my goal is to have talked about the prospect. Now, I think I've done like 15 different prospects. I'll pull up the list real quick. Let's see who we got here. Because knowing the Heat and knowing my terrible luck, the Miami Heat will likely draft someone who I didn't talk about. So here's the list of guys that I talked about. Isaiah Collier, Jared McCain, Tristan Da Silva, Khalil Ware, Devin Carter, Dalton Connect, Kyle Filipowski, Eve Missy, Deron Holmes, Nikola Topic, Rob Dillingham, Jacoby Walter, Tyler Kolek, Terrence Shannon Jr., and Zach Edey. I've talked about 15 prospects, so look for the Miami Heat to take none of them. There is a couple guys that I really wanted to get videos out on, but I just didn't have time. Ron Holland is a guy that's been slipping in drafts a little bit. I'm not as huge a fan on Ron Holland as a lot of people are. He certainly has a ton of upside, but that's not what I'm looking for in a draft. I'm looking for a guy that could sort of play right now, because as a Heat team who has Jimmy Butler, I'm trying to win right now. And that reminds me, I'd be remiss not to mention the Florida Panthers, baby. Y'all know I got this shirt on again. Wore it last night during the game. It is my lucky shirt, so I've yet to take it off. No, that's not true. I just put it on for the game after a shower. Just showered again, put it on. The shirt is completely clean. But shout out to the Florida Panthers, man. Posted a post-game reaction video yesterday. Of course, it didn't get no views because, you know, people come here for the Heat content. I would like to build up my other Miami sports content. I'm going to continue with the Dolphins when that training camp and season starts. But anyways, I don't care about the views. I was so hyped, had to come on here and celebrate. Really started getting into hockey a little bit last year when they went on the run, and certainly over the last couple months as they went on another Stanley Cup final run, and this time they brought it all the way home. Maybe we'll get into some Panthers talk later, though. I don't want to get into that more right now because we got a bunch of people tuning in, and I got to give the people the Heat talk that they are talking about. But anyways, those are the 15 prospects that I mentioned. I wanted to talk about Ron Holland because if he does fall to the Heat, I could see them taking him. He certainly is a guy that has a ton. I should try to, let me see if I move this light here just so it's not completely gray when it goes out. Because, yeah, this is a light right here. I think y'all can see it. I bought it on the TikTok shop for like $10. One of the best lights I've ever bought in my life. The only reason it's been going in and out is because it was almost dead, and I have it charging now, and it doesn't stay on well while it's dead and charging. It doesn't hold the charge too well. But anyways, I wanted to talk about Ron Holland. Great two-way player because he's 6'8", could get to the rim at will. But the jump shot's not there yet. That's the thing, that if Ron Holland really develops that jump shot, he is going to be scary. But the Heat already got enough non-shooters, bad scoring as it is as a whole. I'm good on Ron Holland for now. The other guy is actually Tyler Smith, as my guy Martell did say down here in the comments below. I wanted to talk about Tyler Smith as well. Another G League Ignite guy just like Ron Holland. He's essentially your stereotypical 6'9" shooter, stretch 4 with a lot of potential, but he's still very young, so he is a very raw prospect. And there's another guy I wanted to talk about, like Diahite. I forget. I do have, let me put up the screen share. As y'all see this, my current subscriber count is 305. Is this the right way on the stream? 305. Yes, it is, which is a good number. Y'all know we like the 305, but I do have a subscriber growth for this stream of 4310. Like something like quick 5 subs. We'll see if they can get there. So if you are watching this video, one of the beautiful 50 plus people that's tuned in here right now, go ahead and make sure that you're subscribed if you're not already. But anyways, I do want to pull up to this ringer draft here. I've been using the ringer a lot, as you guys may know if you're watching my draft videos. As always, I got to say it's by that bum, Bill Simmons, who runs the ringer. But I will say their website for the draft coverage is very good. It's got pro player comparisons, everything else. But this is written by Kevin O'Connor. Not that I like him either, but anyways. There's a... No, I don't want to remove that. There's one guy, Diahite, his name is, or something like that, or Dita. I forget his name, but it was this other guy I started hearing about recently. He was a French guy, and apparently he's a pretty good two-way player. It's projected to be like in the late 20s or something like that. If I search, what if I just search French? Will it come up there? I heard this guy's supposed to be good, the Tijane Solon. He's the guy I could see the Heat possibly going for. He's sort of like a tall 6'9" stretch 4 as well. But here, this guy, Pacome Dadite. I don't know. But this guy is a guy that certainly seems like there is a ton of potential there. I guess we can read his thing right now. Obviously, you can see here he's very young, just under 19 years old. But he came in at about 6'8", 220, 6'9" wingspan. Those are very good measurables. Obviously, the numbers here aren't eye-popping. 6.5 game at 35.5%. But his main, they compare him to Michael Finley, the Dallas Mavericks greats. And the ringer says he's a skilled teenage Frenchman who displays raw, go-to scoring upside, has the badges of pull-up threats and off-ball mover. So it seems like a guy that could score. Obviously, the numbers don't jump out at you. The percentage isn't particularly great. But I think the reason he might have so much promise is because it says right here again, skilled shooter off the dribble. That's obviously a skill that's very tough for a lot of these young guys. They can catch and shoot, but to be able to create off the dribble, to be able to get your own shot, that's the sign of someone who can be an elite scorer. And it says he's comfortable pulling up from mid-range, whether it's stopping on a dime, stepping back. It looks like he has to extend his range a little bit here. But again, this is a guy that if he can score off the dribble, pull up middies, those are difficult shots, especially for a guy that's of his age. So I get why the Heat might want someone like this because he has scoring upside. But it does look like, just based off this, minute or two of research we've done here, looks like he's still just a pretty raw prospect. His minuses say he's too sloppy with the balls. Pause. He makes inaccurate passes, telegraphs the ball to teammates, and lacks awareness when defenders are lurking nearby as he handles. So yeah, he's a guy that's, listen, he's got a lot of potential. If the Heat were in a position where they didn't need cheap contracts to contribute right now, I would love this pick. I would love who else is another raw prospect? Maybe even Let's go through this real quick. Eve Missy, he's a raw prospect. Ron Holland, we said. Tyler Smith, those are all pretty raw prospects. And if the Heat were in a position where Nikola Topic is another great one. If they were in a position where they could draft and stash Nikola Topic and bring him back in a year or two when he has a better, more refined jump shot, I would love it. But the Heat are already going to lose Caleb Martin. They're already going to lose, who's texting me? Shout out my guy Hector. They're already going to lose potentially Hayward Highsmith as well. You got to replace those guys with cheap contracts. Those guys are walking because you can't afford to pay them. And the way you win in this league is with value contracts. Jaime Jaquez was a legit starter at times for this team last year. And he was obviously on a minimum rookie contract. I do think that he got to kind of replace that value with someone in the draft. For example, the guy that just so happens to be on the screen right here, Tyler Kolek. I posted a video about him. Unsurprisingly, it did not do that well because no one cares about Tyler Kolek. He's not a flashy name or prospect, anything like that. But he is an elite point guard who I think could play right now. Look at the numbers. 15 points a game, 39% from three, 5 boards, almost 8 assists. This is all coming from a guy who's only 6'1", 23 years old. Again, ready to play now. I did read this, Shades of Jalen Brunson and Dragic. Literally, the only reason the Ringer said this is because he's lefty. And you know, anytime a guy's lefty, they got to compare him to another lefty. But their one sentence statement here is summary. It says, pure playmaker who makes his teammates better and can catch fire as a scorer. He's got the clutch gene, floor general, crafty finisher, catch and shoot. These are things I think the Miami Heat need because they haven't had a true point guard since when? They haven't had a real facilitator since when? Kyle Lowry was supposed to be that, but he also sucks, at least with the Miami Heat. They really had, I mean, you go back to Dragic, he's not, a pass-first guy. Mario Chalmers, no. Tim Hardaway obviously could, but now you're talking over 20 years ago now. So it would be nice to get a guy that could actually run the offense. I could see Tyler Kolek starting in spots if Terry Rozier was hurt. We know he's still got the neck problems. That's very scary, actually. We have no idea what the hell that's about. Tyler Hero, we know, has an injury history concern. Duncan Robinson's got an undiagnosed back problem. Not undiagnosed, but it was one of those back problems where there's not necessarily a cure other than time, right? They said just over time he could start to feel better and improve, but it could always come back. So again, if guys get hurt, Tyler Kolek is a guy that I think that he could feel comfortable starting right away. And even if he's not, he could run a bench unit, Let's say that the Heat don't want to start the whole Terry Tyler thing because the small sample size we saw, it didn't work well. Well, now you could put one of those scorers on the bench and have a facilitator alongside them in Tyler Kolek who could run a bench unit and hopefully make the offense not go to trash every time they bring the subs in, because that was a big problem that we saw last year. Let me get to some of your guys' comments here, so I'll go ahead and switch. Nope, this is the stream. I'll go ahead and switch back over to this tab here. Shout out to the one person who just subscribed. We are now 4 away from our goal. So if you are one of the beautiful 90 people in here watching right now, make sure to hit that sub button below. I'm also streaming on Twitter at AnthonyD_Heat. So if you are on Twitter, come to the YouTube real quick. Links in my bio. Hit that sub, and then you can go back to your preferred platform. But I do want to get to some of these comments right here. What do we got here? My guy Jose Mato said, our friend Ant, No Ceiling guy on YouTube. Great video. Thanks. And No Ceiling. Yes, I do watch No Ceiling. Great drafts coverage guy on YouTube. He's definitely been where I'm getting a lot of my content. Hot Dog 2280 says Khalil Ware. I currently have Khalil Ware, I think, number 4th on my draft rankings. If y'all watched my top 5 video I posted on Sunday, number 1, I got Isaiah Collier, DeRon Holmes, Tristan Da Silva, Khalil Ware, Jared McCain, and we can get into those guys later. But since you mentioned Khalil Ware, he's a guy. Listen to this. If you're not familiar with Khalil Ware, let me tell you who he is. 7 foot, defensive beast, athletic freak, pick and roll monster, and shot 43% from 3 in college on 1.5 attempts, but still, he's getting them up a game. He's getting at least 1 up a game, knocking them down, has good form. I think he has a lot of potential as a shooter. By the way, he's a true 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan. So if you a Heat fan, you watching this, and you saying, why the hell do you got a true 7-footer with a 7'5" wingspan who's dominant on defense and can shoot the 3? Why do you have him as only your 4th favorite prospect? Well, that's because there's been a lot of rumors about his motor. Apparently, he's a guy that doesn't have great energy. He's a guy that, takes halves off sometimes. He lets his offense affect his defense. Basically, the complete opposite of Heat culture. And that is not a guy that I love in the system, because part of the reason I think they work so well is because they do go for guys that have this culture mindset. When they get these undrafted players, sure, they look at talent, but they look at the mindset first, because they know if you have that hardworking mindset, then they can develop you. They know if you have that kind of work ethic, that's how you turn into an amazing player. And Khalil Ware, I think he only spent 2 years in college, one at Oregon, and then his second year Indiana. So he still is a younger guy. There's a lot of upside there, but does he have the mindset, the grind set, to keep grinding and get to where he needs to be, especially in this Heat development system? Honestly, I don't know. Now, if the Heat were to take him, then instantly I'd be thrilled, because that means that they've interviewed him and they don't feel there's any concerns there as far as the personality or work ethic. And if they think they can develop him, ooh, that is a scary pick, because you add in a true 7-footer that I think can play right now. Backup minutes, maybe next to Bam, because he could shoot the 3, but maybe Bam could start, continue shooting the 3 too. So that is something that I would find very exciting. And again, he's still number 4 on my list. It's not like he's Zach Edey, who is probably my least favorite prospect in the entire draft. And I'm not alone on that, because a lot of people disagree. He's very polarizing. Why did I just get a message that said Mikal to the Knicks? Is that a rumor? What are you doing? What are you doing? No way. We just found this out live on the stream. The Brooklyn Nets have agreed in principle to send Mikal Bridges to the Knicks for Bojan Bogdanovic, 4 first-round picks, and a pick swap. Damn. All right. This is crazy. What a time to stream on my part. Okay, let me tell y'all what just happened. I was staring down at my phone and I got it on silent, and I got my boy Xavier, who just said Mikal to the Knicks. Right here, you can see it. And I'm like, is he joking? Is he talking about a rumor? Hold on a second, chat. Hold on, chat. I got to send him a link to this stream, chat. I got to send him a link to this stream, because that is crazy that we got that live on air. They got the Villanova boy. Damn, that's tough. Fit-wise, Mikal Bridges on that Knicks team. Ooh, I mean, here's the thing though. They got a lot of rumors about whether OG Anunoby might stay or not. Hold on a second. Let me text him back. I'm gonna say, bro, I was live streaming. Damn, I would have loved Mikal in Miami, man. What y'all think about the chat? Read it down below. God. Okay, I'm gonna read all y'all comments. Drop it down below. Send that. I reacted live. I'm gonna tell him to scroll back. Hold on a second. I'm gonna text my boy Khalil too, because that's crazy. Okay, if the Knicks can keep OG, the rumors why they might not keep him is because they said he wants $35 million a year. I don't know if they can afford that, but if they can keep OG and you pair that next to Mikal Bridges, oh, Jimmy's gonna be in hell. I'm not gonna lie to you, Jimmy is gonna be in hell. Hold on a second. I gotta text my boy Khalil too that I was live streaming. Bro, I was live streaming during the Mikal news. I'm gonna tell him to scroll back, cause this shit is crazy. All right, I gotta read the rest of this Twitter. Oh, you know what we'll do, guys? We'll pull up Twitter right here. Shout out to all you 115 beautiful people in here. Make sure y'all subscribe down below, because we are going to drop your questions in the comment. Let me put this up. We are going to go to Twitter right now. Share this tab instead, and let's go ahead and bring this up here. So, okay, let's go ahead and refresh Twitter here and go to the top. Now my roommate is texting me. I was streaming live, Thomas. All right. What do we got here? Do I got the right Twitter up? Okay. So trading. This is Yossi Goslin. Excellent cap guy. Excellent cap guy. I should probably change the YouTube description on this too. Whatever. It is all right. People will get the point. All right. So Yossi Goslin is one of the best cap guys on Twitter. And he said trading Mikal Bridges stings the Brooklyn Nets. stings, but the Brooklyn Nets were in a tough spot by not trading him. They gave this group a fair shot to be competitive over last year, but it didn't work. They could rebound quickly with their surplus of draft picks and cap space. Breaking, Brooklyn Nets have agreed in principle on a trade to send Mikal Bridges to the Knicks for Bohan and 4 unprotected first-round picks. Wow. Oh, and wait, 4 unprotected first-round picks, a protected first-round pick, and an unprotected pick. Holy shit. Hold on a second. My phone is blowing up. Hold on a second. Okay. They got 5 picks because wasn't that a thing with the Phoenix Suns where they didn't want to trade Mikal for like 4 first-round picks because they thought that he could get, bro. Okay. Then they just got, am I reading this right, chat? 5 first-round picks? 4 unprotected? Oh, my God. Okay, couple of instant reactions, though, from a Heat fan perspective, though. One, this basically means that the Brooklyn Nets will not get Donovan Mitchell. I mean, obviously, they have the assets to now, but they had the assets before. But either they were going to go all in around Mikal or try to rebuild. They're obviously going to try to rebuild. I think they are completely out on Donovan Mitchell, if not before. 2, the New York Knicks technically still have the picks to get Donovan Mitchell because I think they had 7. I think the Knicks had 7 tradable first-round picks. They used 5 of them. They got 2 more. In theory, they could get Donovan Mitchell, but I highly doubt salary cap-wise it would work. They still got to pay Isaiah Hartenstein. They still got to pay Anunoby. Likely, this was the Knicks' move, so they're out on Donovan Mitchell should he request a trade. That's all I want to say, because for all we know, Donovan Mitchell could sign that extension 5 minutes from now, and this is all for nothing. Here it is, Adrian Wojnarowski. The Brooklyn Nets have agreed to trade for 4 first-round picks, a protected first-round pick from the Bucks. Holy crap, man. Oh, 5. Yahtzee says they have traded 5 of their 8 available first-round picks. Wow. Okay, see, Brian Goins, shout out Brian Goins from Miami Heat Beat. He said OG gone. That's a big deal, though, chat, because I think Mikal Bridges is a better player than OG Anunoby, but if OG is gone and they replace it with Mikal, they got better, but not as much. Slightly, because I know OG was hurt all the time, and that part sucks. You got to take that into account. But the Knicks' record when OG was playing was phenomenal. They were almost unbeatable. So if they are losing OG and they're replacing it with Mikal, I don't think that makes them unstoppable. But if they are able to work it out with OG, and they got a starting lineup of Brunson, DiVincenzo, Hart, I don't know. So let's say Brunson, DiVincenzo, Anunoby, Bridges, Hartenstein. Oh, that's tough. This is cool, though, man. Like, I mean, it's F. Josh Hart for life because of the whole Jimmy Butler thing, broke his ankle. But he seems like a good dude, I guess, whatever. And Jalen Brunson is obviously a good dude. Mikal's a good dude. That's cool, man. That's cool. That's cool, man. Damn. Shout out my guy Adam Barai. Wow, chat. Wow. Let me quote myself real quick here. I'm gonna say we reacted to the Mikal news. You know what's crazy? I never live stream that often, and to get some news like that during the stream is crazy. I'll tell you what, God was cooking on that one. Shout out to him right there, because now we got 141 beautiful people in here. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button down below. Our goal tonight is 4310. And if y'all been watching the videos, you know my goal is to hit 5,000. By the start of next season, we got to average 7 subscribers a day. So I think we can do it. Might be a little tough, but we on the grind to hit that. Let's see what the rest of these tweets say. The Knicks have now set the value for each pick for trades this summer. Yeah, that's true. Shout out to my guys over at Playbook, because if Mikal went for 5 first-round picks, how the hell can you justify Donovan Mitchell going for 2, plus Jaime Jaquez and Nikola Jovic? It's the same crap that happened with Rudy Gobert, man. The stupid Timberwolves messed it up for everyone that offseason because they decided to give up 5 first-round picks for Rudy Gobert, and then we couldn't get KD because we didn't have the picks. And then a year later, everything kind of set itself back. But holy damn, dog. That's crazy. Nah, that's crazy. Yasi Gazin says the New York Knicks are now hard capped to the $178 million first apron. This will have roster building implications. Oh, they could still re-sign OG and Hartenstein, but they'll need to reduce payroll elsewhere. I'm pretty sure the plan with the Knicks is to pair Mikal with OG. I'm praying that they lose him. Chat, am I overreacting, or is that a scary Knicks team? Am I overreacting, or is this right here with OG? That's a scary team. Now they don't have Jimmy Butler, but that's a scary team, chat. Let me read some of these comments here that's coming in. We got a ton of them. Yes, sir. Shout out my guy Hot Dog Jose Montos. Let's go Panthers. Y'all see I'm still repping the shirt. At the end of the day, we champs, baby. What else we got here? We got my guy Dan the Film Gents, who said, "Yo, Ant, quick question. Do you think we'll see John Wall back in NBA somehow?" I don't. I mean, how long has it been since he's been in the league? Has it been like over a year now? Usually when those guys get out and spend a year out, they don't come back. Seen that with DeMarcus Cousins, Dwight Howard. I don't think John Wall would be back, nor do I want him, truthfully. Miami Heat Zone said, "What do you think of the Miami Heat drafting up?" No, disagree, because if you're going to use assets to get a guy who's already established. Pretty much everyone in this draft pick is a project, not a project of some sort, but not a surefire thing. It's all of a crapshoot, like every draft, you could say. But as the Heat team who's trying to win now, I would rather use those assets to get a more established player, even if it's not a star. Maybe go get in on Mitchell Robinson since he's in the trade market. Maybe go get in on Dorian Finney-Smith and guys of that, matter. But I wouldn't trade up to give up assets for a guy who probably can't play right now. What else do we got here? Let me read some of these comments. I was thinking about this too. What about a trade for Nick Claxton? The only problem with Nick Claxton, though, is he's a guy that wants to get paid a ton of money, which now the Nets will do because they don't want to lose their entire young core. And I don't think that he could trade him and then afford to pay him, at least not with the salaries that they currently have. What else do we got here? Shout out my guy Monty2K, say Anthonardo's live. I know I'm trying to skip forward. What's up, my guy Creole King? Here we go. First person to break the news to me was my guy Kevo. What's up, Kevin? From Heat vs. the World. We used to pod over there. Still keep in touch, so we in the chat. I gotta hop back on that pod though. Shout out to Joel Jacob. First one that broke the news, Mikal traded to the Knicks. We also got my guy Ballin Knight who broke the news here. Yeah, this is nuts, man. Any other? Yeah, everyone in here crazy going in the comments. I want to know though. Let me know what y'all think down below. Of let's say the Knicks keep OG, keep Hartenstein. They have the lineup of Brunson, DiVincenzo, OG, Mikal, Jesus, and Hartenstein. If the Heat roll out a starting lineup of Terry Rozier, Tyler Hero, Jimmy Butler, Jovic, and Bam, do they spank us in 4K series? Oh my God, I don't know, man. I don't know. What's my guy Will sending me right here in the chat now? He's probably sending me some more Mikal Bridges. Oh no, it's Bam. Shout out to Bam in the Bow. He went. I guess I could let me just show y'all in here. I'm already freaking screen recording Twitter. I think I follow Bam on Twitter. Yeah, I do follow Bam. He said, where's it at? Bro, how did Will just send me? Here it is. He said, Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart, y'all was tampering. That's right, Bam. That's right, man. Let the league front office know, because somehow the Heat are the only ones who get in trouble for tampering when we got Kyle Lowry's bum ass. Because the Raptors also could have got fined for tampering. Maybe they tampered to get Goran Dragic, but no. What do we got here? Shout out to my guy Chris White with the retweet here. If y'all want the best, most legitimate, never lying, never false, most true draft coverage, y'all could go follow my guy Chris White. Let me see what else we got here. Let's go back home. Let's see what things we missed here. Philadelphia sports fans seen the Villanova Knicks. That's true. Imagine we saw this in the postseason last year when the Knicks played Philly. Obviously, if you're a 76ers fan, there's a high chance that you are a Villanova fan as well. You want to root for those guys, but they on the Knicks, one of your biggest rivals. That's tough, man. That's really, really tough. Here, there's more on the deal. So, oh wait, another massive deal? What is this? What is this? Brooklyn has a deal with Houston to return the Nets' 26 first-round pick for a 27 Suns first-round pick. Phoenix also acquires a 2025 right to swap Houston/OKC first for 2025 Suns first-round pick. More details coming. To be honest, this is probably all implications to avoid the Stephen rule where you can't trade back-to-back picks, which means that something else is a brewing. Something else is coming. Pause. Shout out to the Basement Sports Network. They said, now it's your turn. Take those notes. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Let me see what else we got here. I think I saw a video here. Shout out Don 2K. Stop it right there. Your team is not getting OG Anunoby. If you were the Heat, would you want to get on the OG? I don't know. Maybe not for the price that he's about to go for. I don't know. Drop y'all thoughts on this trade down below. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go I'm gonna go to my description on this video and the title, and I'm gonna update it to add Mikal Bridges to the Knicks trade because we gotta help get that algorithm going. And if you also want to help the algorithm get kicking, make sure to like the screen and subscribe. Subscriber goal for today. Why did Will just text me DM? Woj post. Okay, hold on a second. All right, before I get to that, hold on. Let me call Will real quick. Maybe he wants to hop on stream and talk this through with me real quick too. Let me give Will a call real quick. If y'all don't remember Will, I used to do this series back in the day called Wednesdays with Will, where we'd rank the top 5 Heat prospects, like top 5 Heat jerseys, all kind of stuff like that. Yo, hey, I was on stream I'm on stream right now. Say what's up to chat.
Yo,
Yeah.
I'm in the stream.
Oh, you in the stream? You want to hop in?
Hell no.
You don't want to talk?
Nah, I'll stay in the comments.
All right. I'll read your DM and then I'll get back to. No, actually, I'll share your thoughts on the trade while I change the DM so there's not dead air. Go ahead.
Bro, I lost my voice. I can't talk right now, man.
Why? What you lost your voice doing?
Don't worry about it.
Well, that is the most. I'm hanging up right damn now. Did y'all hear that, chat? I said, what did you lose your voice doing? And he says, don't worry about it. Hold on a second. New York Knicks. I'm going to say, see, the problem with YouTube titles, I'll let y'all know this. One of the most difficult things about content creation is coming up with a YouTube title that's catchy, gets people suspenseful, but also fitting it in the character limit. It's very tough. I said Miami Heat live stream talking NBA draft, trade rumors, and more. I can get rid of and more, right? Because I need one less New York Knicks trade. That works for me. And then I'll just add that and sign back. And also, this is another interesting thing for all my up-and-coming content creators in there. The first 3 lines of your description are also very good for the algorithm. So if you have any like keywords that you want to put in your description, make sure it's within the first 2 to 3 lines because that's a big deal. Okay, I updated my my YouTube title for this stream. Let me just go to the YouTube right here and make sure it actually worked. Leave y'all thoughts down below on the trade though, because I want to read. If you think I'm being a little, let me mute this. If you think I'm being a little puss, if you think I'm being a little scared of the Knicks, or do you actually think the Knicks are legitimate? Because that's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, so what tab were you guys looking at? Okay, you guys weren't looking at me update the description. You could have. I'm not hiding nothing. But yeah, anyways, let me go. The title's updated. Perfect. Okay, so let me go back to Twitter. Y'all can see my screen right now. Will said to check DMs. So let's check DMs. I don't think I have nothing crazy in it. So he sent me this DM that said, the implication of the Rockets landing the Suns pick, Houston wants to trade for Kevin Durant, and that becomes far easier if they can return the Suns pick that they gave up in the Durant deal to the Nets. Suns have said they're keeping Durant for now, but that could change next season. But now Houston has the picks to make the Suns whole again. Let's break this down. So basically, if they can return the Suns pick they gave up in the Durant deal, Suns have said, basically, this means the Houston Rockets are trying to keep Durant, and honestly, that are trying to get Durant, And obviously that doesn't scare me that much, just because like they gonna run out a lineup of Durant and Dylan Brooks, Sir Thompson, like Fred VanVleet. Ooh. Right now I'm scared of the Knicks. Let me read y'all comments on this before we get back to the Twitter here. Yeah, Monty, this is what I was exactly saying too. I doubt Spider would want to go to the Nets now. I do think this pretty much eliminates the Nets from contention of Spider at all. This trade right here, though, this is going to be, I mean, unless the Knicks win it all, shout out to them for going all in. But if the Knicks don't win it all, this is going to be reminiscent of when the Nets traded all those unprotected picks for Paul Pierce and KG. Because it didn't. Now, it's different. Those guys were old. I get it. It didn't last as long. But how long could the Knicks keep this core together? Those guys are getting paid a ton of money. Now, Jalen Brunson's not. I guess that's part of the reason why maybe they could keep this core for a while. Jalen Brunson is on one of the best contracts I've ever seen in my entire life. And it sucks because I remember the day he signed with the Knicks, there was actually a rumor that the Heat were interested. It was just kind of fake. It was sort of just a leverage play. But I wish the Heat could have got him, because I'm pulling up his contract right here. And look at this. He's getting paid. Okay, so it really is only one more year, because he's got a player option next year that he's, of course, going to opt out of. But he's getting paid only $24 million next season. And he's been getting paid, and it's going down. Last year it was only 26. So he's getting paid $24 million next season. And the year after is not relevant because it's just a player option. But for comparison, who you want to look up? You want to look up Jordan Poole? Remember, Jalen Brunson, $24 million. Jordan Poole's getting paid $29 million. Let's look up our buddy. Let's look up Tyler Hero. Again, Jalen Brunson's getting paid $24 million. Tyler Hero's getting paid $29 million himself. Jalen Brunson is one of the best contracts in the league. But again, that's going up next offseason. Can they afford to keep him with this core, with Anunoby, with Mikal Bridges? I don't know. So maybe the Knicks don't have as long a run as it looks like. And if they don't win it all, now you got 4 unprotected picks that's out your system. That's tough. Now, again, they still have 3 more tradable firsts, so it's not like they're emptied out on assets. So they might not be screwed completely. But I'm trying to cope, but also trying to not like be freaking out too much or be unrealistic. Simp Police, if you are Simp Police, arrest me, sir. He said, so Spider to the Heat. I hope so. That'd be the only thing that could reconcile this offseason, or Trae Young. I am very big on Trae Young. Oh, he's very polarizing, like Zach Edey. You either hate him on the Heat or love him on the Heat. I would love him. Maybe we'll get into that later, because that's a whole other topic of conversation. More talk on Nick Claxton. I don't think Claxton, the Nets would trade him. I think he's one of the young pieces they want to build around now, like Cam Thomas, like again Nick Claxton now. I don't think they want to let go of him. And again, he is an expiring contract. He's up for a max extension, and I don't think that he can afford to get him anyways. Frampton Hendricks says it would be great if we can get Spider and not reach the second apron. Well, they definitely can, because they're about $6 million under the second apron now, and we would just have to send out equal money, which they could easily do with a Duncan Robinson and Tyler Hero. That alone, I believe, does get the job done for them. Again, yeah, shout out my guy Creole. Brooklyn's definitely in a rebuild. Jose Mato said Randolph is definitely traveling to China now. Who's Randolph? Anthony Randolph? Rudolph, the red-nosed reindeer? I don't know what he's talking about. What else do we got here? Wow, a lot of comments here. Appreciate y'all tuning in. Shout out to my guy George at X Heat Lifer. He said they gave, or no, that's not George. That's a different Heat Lifer. My bad, bro. I know who you are. Shout out to you too. He said they gave 5 first picks to him to lose to us in the Eastern Conference Finals. That'll be something, man. But this is how I feel right now. Junior Bazile said this is sick, because this is gonna reset the trade market, man. Oh, that's tough. That's tough, man. That same damn crap with Rudy Gobert, man. Listen, I remember where I was when Rudy Gobert. Oh, excuse me. I switched to the wrong tab real quick. Let me switch back real quick. Excuse me. Let Let me switch back to the tab real quick. You guys don't have to see it. Okay. Make sure y'all hit subscribe to the beautiful 230 people in here. Greatly appreciates all of y'all, for real. But anyways, I remember where I was when Rudy Gobert was traded. I was cutting the lawn, and I'm sitting there, got my headphones in, I'm mowing the lawn, right, having a good time. I enjoy cutting the grass. It's relaxing. The smell of grass is nice. And we're waiting during this offseason, what was it, 2 years ago now, to see if the Jazz would rebuild. Is Mitchell going to be on the move? Is Gobert going to be on the move? I was hoping to see one of those guys traded because it means the Jazz were officially going to rebuild. And I get my notification. I stop, shut the lawnmower off because safety first. And I see Rudy Gobert traded. My first thought was excitement. I'm not going to lie to you. Because one, my first reaction was, oh, that means that the Jazz are going to rebuild. Donovan Mitchell is next. But then I was a little bit worried because I was like, what if, because we know Mitchell and Gobert didn't like each other. We knew that they were going to maybe trade just one of them. So then I was like, damn, does that mean that they traded Gobert and Mitchell's happy now? So I didn't know how to feel. But then I saw Gobert went for 5 first-round picks. And I said, this is going to screw everything up. This is going to mess up all trade negotiations. It ruins the market, and that's exactly what we saw the rest of that offseason. And it took almost a whole year or two for things to get back to normal, and this just absolutely ruins the whole thing again. I do not think that part is good for the Heat, but what is good for the Heat is that if Mitchell is on the move, there is less suitors now. I do think that eliminates the Knicks and the Brooklyn Nets from contention. I would love Lauri Markkanen. I don't think I'd love him as much as Trae Young, but obviously I still get the appeal, a 7-footer that can shoot. Nobody wants to face a healthy Heat team in a 7-game series. If you know, you know. At the end of the day, we got Jimmy Butler. The other teams don't. Like, if you're talking in the East, is Jimmy, what's Jimmy, the third best player behind Tatum? Or not Tatum, excuse me. Oh, my God. Do I talk to my mother with that mouth? Tatum. I just slipped my tongue and said Tatum's better. No, Tatum is a bum. He's a fourth-quarter choker. He is not half the man Jimmy Butler is. Excuse me. Joel Embiid and Giannis are probably the only guys in the East that are better than Jimmy Butler. Correct me on that if you disagree or if I'm missing anyone. You could even argue as a playoff performer, Jimmy is better than Joel Embiid too, because that man consistently comes up short and can't get out of the second round. But if you want to say Embiid and Giannis are better than Jimmy, fine. But when it comes down to it, unless the Heat are playing the Bucks or the 76ers, the Heat have the best player in the series, and that does go a long way in the playoffs. I truly believe that. Unless you're the Edmonton Oilers and you got Connor McFraud, then you still gonna get your ass bust by the Panthers in 7. But that's besides the point, guys. Well, see, the thing I was going to say, though, even with the Bucks, Giannis is the better player, but we got a Bam. Bam is a Giannis stopper. That's why it works so well. So, point is, I kind of agree with this comment. No matter who we play, I still trust in my team because we got Jimmy Butler, and that's why I definitely don't want to trade him. What else do we got here? Now, everybody in the East is getting better except for Miami. If they don't make moves this offseason, just throw the season already. This one's going to hurt. It is, because we said the same thing last year, and it was the Bucks who got Dame, and it was the Celtics who got Drew and Porzingis. Now this offseason, the Knicks already got substantially better. You got the 76ers with all that cap space. They could bring in Levine. They could bring in Paul George. I don't think Jimmy Butler's on the move, but obviously they could bring in guys as well. They likely will. You're looking at the whole East probably getting substantially better, and Miami's not. So I do agree. This is now a major, major concern. Junior Bazile said, I've been a Heat fan since 2005. If we don't draft a center, I'm finished. I kind of glad you mentioned this, because I kind of want to talk to the Heat fans that feel this way, because I've got a lot of comments. I've been doing all these draft videos. I love Isaiah Collier. I love Jared McCain. And all these Heat fans say, no, we need size. I'd want to draft a center. And again, some of my favorite prospects is also Deron Holmes and Khalil Ware. So there is size that I like, and I understand the Heat need size. But personally, I think the Heat are better off going into the free agent market or trade market and getting a big there. Because you need a big that can contribute right away, and most likely, whichever big they get will not have a substantial role right away. And they need that. So I would rather spend our assets and our time and our money. We're losing Caleb Marr and Hayward Highsmith. Maybe they could trade Tyler to open up some salary filler. I would rather use that money to get an established big like Mo Wagner. Mo Wagner is one of my favorites out there right now. Maybe they could get Nikola Vucevic. He's looked at as a negative asset. Maybe the Bulls could send him over. We send in a first-round pick. We send over Tyler Hero. So now we do got some size and an extra asset to now go after Donovan Mitchell. And in that case, we'd have 3 first-round picks, Jaime Jaquez and Nikola Jovic, and I think that's a damn good package for Donovan Mitchell. So my point is, though, there's options out there for more established centers. I think we need a more defensive-minded center. I know that's not Vucevic, but just whoever it is in that case, a more defensive-minded center or at least a very good rebounder. Because when you do go up against Joel Embiid and Nikola Jokic, you're going to need guys that can play against them and match their size. And what good is a young rookie coming in going to do? I just don't think it'd be much help. That's why I would prefer to look elsewhere than the draft for a big. But I do get your concern. What else we got here? He Lifer said he going to start making some noise starting tomorrow. I hope so, because after the draft, I'm going to need something to talk about on this channel. No, that's not true. I got a ton to talk about. I'm actually working on a skit right now. I wasn't gonna say nothing, but it's a parody of Chat Sports. Shout out Nick Roloff, or I think that's his name. It's a parody skit sort of thing. I try to keep it creative over here. I feel like that's what sets me apart. I've talked about this before. There's a lot of Heat YouTube channels out there. Some are knowledgeable about ball. Some are great at editing. Some have a great personality. I feel like what sets me apart is I try to do all 3. I try to do the high quality edits, the camera quality, mic quality. I try to be entertaining, and I also think I know ball at least, even though a lot of comments disagree. Who cares, right? But I do feel like that's what sets me apart. That being said, if you're not subscribed, make sure to hit that sub button. We just got one more at the time of this screen share right here. I do greatly appreciate y'all. My goal is to hit 5, or for tonight, it's just to get 2 more, 43-10. But my ultimate goal is to hit, well, not my ultimate goal, but my most recent goal is to hit 5,000 subs by the start of next season. If you want, we could do a fun little exercise here real quick. So I'm going to look up, let's just say, I know the season starts like, no ads, no free promo. Get off my screen, Army. I know the season starts like mid-October, but just for this exercise, we'll say the beginning of October. So we'll say how many days until October 1st. So there's currently 98 days. Actually, let me put this banner back up. Okay. There's currently 98 days until October 1st. I currently have 4,308 subscribers. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back to this tab right here, and I'm going to do 5,000 minus 4,308, and I'm 692 subs away. And how many days? And there was 98 days until October 1st, right? So I'm 692 away. So 692 divided by, where's it at? 98. I need to average 7.0 subs a day to hit 5,000. That might not sound like a lot to a non-content creator, but it is a lot because you get so many people that watch your videos. It's so hard to actually get them to hit the sub button. And I try to stress, it's free. Truthfully, even if you don't like my content, just hit the sub button. It helps me out a lot. It helps the algorithm push these videos out to people who really do enjoy. And all the time I get this is going to sound like I'm tooting my own horn. I'm not, but it's the truth. Anyways, I do get comments all the time that's saying, man, your channel is really great. Shout out to the person who just subbed. We won away from today's goal. But I do get comments all the time that says, like, your content is really good, high quality, entertaining, ball. You should have a lot more subscribers and followers than you do. Well, this is, y'all, if y'all believe that, help me out. Hit that sub button. That was way too long of shameless promo, and I feel disgusting doing that. But we did get 2 subs, so I just sold my soul for 2 subs, and I don't regret it. Let's keep going with the Twitter feed here. Yeah. That's a good little doer right there. Can you guys tamper too? That's a good one, Adam. I'm gonna give you a little retweet on that. That's a good one, Adam. What else do we got here? Yeah, this is because they talking about that Durant thing. I'll tell you what, if Durant is on the move, I'm all in. I'm all in on Durant. I don't care about the age. He is everything this Heat team could need right now. He is a bucket, clutch, go-to scorer. The offense won't get stagnant in the fourth quarter. I would love it. What else do we get here? So Bleacher Report put together the Nets overall haul. When you put everything together, the Nets haul for KD, which included 6 first-round picks, 2 second-round just 1 second-round pick, Bojan Bogdanovic, Cam Johnson, Noah Clowney. Why'd they put this for instance? Is that because Noah Clowney is the Suns' first-round pick from last year? Like, we don't know who Noah Clowney is? Is that why they did that? But no, yeah, that's a pretty good haul. And that's, again, I think the Cavs are going to look at that and say, if KD got 6 first-round picks, how is Donovan Mitchell only going to get us 2? That's not good for the Heat, man. Yeah, Cooper Flag and the Nets would be good. If y'all don't know, Cooper Flag, the projected number 1 pick for next season. Sort of like a 6'10", very athletic, a stretch the floor type of guy. I think he'll be good on any team, but that will be the prize possession next year. The Nets have 1 billion picks. Shout out to my guy, Roy A. Shepard. Thank you for letting me out of your basements for an hour so I can do this stream. Adam also said Houston is for sure getting one of Donovan Mitchell, PG, Jimmy Butler, Trae Young, or Brandon Ingram. They definitely have the assets now. You know Houston is aggressive because of the offseason they had last summer, and I love that by them. They said, screw tanking. They said, we want to try to build the best team we possibly can, and I like that because as a guy who's a Heat fan, they never tank, and I just don't believe in messing with the basketball gods. And I think messing with the basketball gods is terrible karma. I know the story from D. Wade where the Heat played get this, and in 2003, before the draft of 2003, before Dwayne Wade was drafted, the Heat played the Raptors last game of the season. Loser gets the number 4 pick. And obviously, both teams kind of should want to lose in theory because they get the higher draft pick, but not the Miami Heat. The Miami Heat went in that game, trying to win that game. They did win that game, and they fell to the 5th pick. Well, what happened? Chris Bosh went number 4, who we all love, and D. Wade went number 5, and obviously drafting D. Wade is the best decision this franchise has ever made, and we very likely have 0 championships without him. We definitely have no Shaq, likely have no LeBron, likely have no Jimmy Butler, so that's just what I believe in, never tanking, never going against the basketball gods, and that's what the Houston Rockets did not do last year. They had cap space, they got a great vet champion point guard in Van Fleet, they got a, tenacious defender in Dylan Brooks. They did well in the draft. They got Alperen Sengun, who looks like a rising star, built around him. And that, I think, is how you win in this league. And now they have the assets to continue to be aggressive. Will they be a championship contender? Maybe not with the next move, but that's the point. A lot of these teams want to hit a home run, and they think they could go from tanking to champion overnight. You can't. Look at the 76ers. When I talk about messing with the basketball gods and bad karma, their slogan was trust the process. And they haven't been out of the second round since they started that slogan 7 damn years ago because they mess with the basketball gods, and you don't do that. They said, we're going to tank and we're going to win a championship because of it. And here they are, one of the most pathetic franchises in the entire league. That's why I respect what the Houston Rockets are doing. Because first step, get some good free agents, draft well. They're going to draft well again this year. Trade for maybe a big star like a Kevin Durant. And then you use whatever you have left to get some ancillary, whatever the hell the word is, pieces to build around that. And now you have a championship core. It's easy, 2-3 year window, rebuild window for them. I think that's how it's done, not what the hell the 76ers are trying to do. Yasi Goslin says, if Isaiah Hartenstein is gone, that would make re-signing OG Anunoby under the $178 million for his apron much easier. Of course, because Hartenstein is a free agent as well. He was very good for them, though. And if the Knicks do lose Mitchell Robinson, he's been in a lot of trade rumors, and they do lose Hartenstein, who would be their big in that case? I definitely think they would have to replace their big somehow. But that would be big. Now, Anunoby can play big. He can guard a lot of fours. Obviously, same with Mikal. I don't think those guys are messing with true centers. Maybe not even Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo 6'9". What's Mikal Bridges? I mean, Mikal Bridges might be he might be pretty close. Let me see Mikal Bridges height. He's probably like 6'8". Nah, he's okay right here. It says he's 6'6". Those guys play bigger than they are. I know Mikal Bridges has like a 7-foot wingspan, but still, that's not a guy that you want guarding your centers. They will still need a big man. But let's see what happens here. What? Is this a true tweet? True tweet? Adrian Wojnarowski said I was waiting for you. Oh, because he posted. All right, y'all want to see this reaction? Let's see.
No, that y'all sitting out there. Yes!
Oh wait, y'all can't hear it. Y'all can't hear it. Hold
That
up.
y'all sitting out there and y'all saying it's Mikal Bridges. He's a good player, but it ain't like you got KD or somebody. Bump all that, okay? Chemistry matters. Reliability matters. Consistency matters. Defense matters. The brother can shoot. The brother can play. I'm sorry. I like this move by the New York Knicks. He's young. He's energetic. He's seasoned. He defends. And he fits right to the culture of the New York Knicks. And that's all I ask. That's all I ask, baby. You crawl before you walk. We crawled last year. We gonna walk, and we close to sprinting. I still think we need another pace, but we have moved in the right direction. I like this. I like this. I like this. Go New York. Go New York.
That's where we stop this. I'm not listening to Stephen A. Smith. Go New York. Go. Shut your ass up, man. A couple things I want to say. I had to shut my light off back here because I literally I saw it kept going on and off repeatedly. And it is literally, it's blazing hot to the touch. Oh my God, it smells like it's burning. It smells like it's on fire inside. And that's what I get for buying a cheap $10 light off the TikTok shop. Don't ever do that, guys. It's a great light. I said earlier, best purchase I ever got. But it is extremely, extremely overheating. So we'll just go with no light for the rest of this thing. I got this light right here. It's not showing up too well on camera though. Oh well, anyways, Stephen A. Smith, good for him. Just kidding. I don't like his ass. Let's see what else we got here. My guy Heat vs. Haters says, feels like the Rockets gonna go after PG or Jimmy. Truthfully, it would not scare me if they got Paul George, just because I think he is a habitual playoff choker and a bum. Not afraid of playoff P, way off P, pandemic P. I ain't scared. And I truthfully, I don't think Jimmy Butler is going nowhere. If I had to put money on it, I absolutely would that Jimmy Butler is not going anywhere. Just because I don't think the Heat would ever trade him. I've talked about this a lot. I'm sure I'll talk about it more in future videos. When the Heat lost Dwayne Wade, I think they regretted it. Now, in hindsight, it worked out because he went to Chicago, was able to recruit Jimmy Butler and all that stuff. And in hindsight, it worked out. But they started this whole Heat culture Heat family campaign, overpaid Dion Waiters, overpaid James Johnson, because they wanted to show these free agents that, look, we care about our players. Never mind we just let the greatest player in franchise history walk. We care about our players. They had a whole reputation to rebuild, and I don't think they did all of that rebuilding just to damage it all again by losing, by trading Jimmy Butler. Let me try to add another light back here. I got another light here because it really bothers me how plain that background is. Could y'all see a light back here a little bit more? A little bit? Is it doing anything? Maybe not. Let's see. That helps a little bit. What else do we got here? Houston is relinquishing the rights to swap Houston, the OKC first round pick to Brooklyn. I'm not really smart enough to understand all the swaps and stuff. I think all those swaps are BS. Josh Hart tweeted out, "Yo, we effing did it." I know there was the video of Jalen Brunson's reaction when Josh Hart got traded there. That was kind of funny. So I am looking forward to seeing his reaction to the whole thing. As intrigued as the Rockets have been about Durant, they're determined to use the Suns pick to be aggressive on deals elsewhere. Sources tell ESPN Phoenix has made it clear they want to run it back with this group, and Houston is seeking a major upgrade now. We know Jimmy Butler is from Tomball, Texas. Now, is that anywhere near Houston? I actually don't know. Let's look it up. We'll look up Tomball, Texas. I'm going to switch over right now. I think y'all can see. Okay, we're going to go to the... Let me change this. Put this here because we got 326 beautiful people in here. And if y'all are not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscribe button down below. The goal is to hit 5K subs by the start of next season. I have to average 7 subs a day. We did the math earlier. So if 7 of y'all, 327 beautiful people, could hit sub, then we hit our goal for today. I do greatly appreciate all of y'all. Anyways, Tomball, Texas. Oh no, that's just a thing. I'm gonna put this subscriber goal back up. Wait, did we hit it? guys, we still didn't hit the subscriber goal for today. We still one away. So if one person watching this that who is not, I know all 324 y'all not subbed. Hit that button down below. I do greatly appreciate it. And there we go. We hit the goal. If you are that person who just subscribed, comment down below, and I'll be sure to shout you out and give you a ton of love because you are greatly appreciated. Shout out to all of y'all. We'll go ahead and put this one back up since we hit the goal. Anyways, and we hit another one. I need to get some sort of lights and stuff for subs because this is fun. And we hit another one. Let's go. Maybe we hit, you know what? Let's hit 5,000 subs tonight. No, I'm kidding. I don't want to turn this into a sub begathon. It reminds me of Jason Nash on TikTok. Y'all know who Jason Nash is? He was the guy, the old guy from the David Dobrik vlogs. Hilarious. Love Jason Nash. It's very sad. We got another sub. It's just very sad. I'm turning into him, and I kind of get it now. Anyways, Jason Nash was on David's vlogs. Obviously, David stopped doing the vlogs because a whole bunch of controversy and whatnot. We got another sub. Let's go. Anyways, I need music, man. I really sold by not getting some music. I think I have a super chat sound. If anyone feels so kind as to help donate to the cause. But anyways, I'm not trying to sound like Jason Nash. Anyways, he now live streams on TikTok, and he based his new job. He went from being in David's vlogs, and now David doesn't stream no more. He went from live streaming David's vlogs to panhandling on TikTok. He goes on seriously every day, multiple times a day, goes on TikTok live for hours and just begs for the stickers and stuff, which I guess converts to real money. You know how people, you ever seen the AI people, or the NPCs that do NPC streams on TikTok, and they're like, thanks for the glizzy. Fuck, I just did that on live. It's not me doing it. Listen, Chad, don't clip that. Don't clip that. Listen, it's not me doing that. It's me talking about the people that do that on TikTok. And I think it's very weird. Now, shout out to them, each their own. I'm never certainly trying to criticize anyone for the way they make their bread. But it's a little more sad, at least with Jason Nash, because he really was a big guy on YouTube, and now he's panhandling on TikTok live every day. And I'm not trying to be like that. I'm just celebrating the subs because I do love the community that we're building over here. Anyways, back to the YouTube maps, or Google Maps here. We read that the Houston Rockets are now going to be aggressive now that they have some more picks unlocked and whatnot. So we are going to see. They said they might go after Jimmy Butler. I want to see how far Jimmy actually was born, I guess, from Houston, because I know we're about to see a lot of people say, oh, maybe Jimmy wants to go back to his hometown. And he's probably wasn't born nowhere near Houston. Oh, wait, shit. This says that he was born in Houston, Texas, guys. I thought he was born in Tomball. That's where he went to high school. The man, that defeats the whole purpose of this exercise, guys. Unless, maybe he was just born there. Let me see. Born in Houston, Texas. We know about his father. By the time he was 13, he was living in a Houston suburb called Tomball. Also, literally, Tomball is in Houston, guys. That answers the question right there. I mean, for the purpose of this exercise, we'll do it anyways. Let's go look up the maps. We'll open up maps here. No, is that gonna? Okay, I think you guys can still see here, right? Yeah. We're gonna open up here, and let's go get directions to Houston. Let's just see where like the center of Houston is, I guess, right? It is. Okay, so it's about 40 minutes away. So it's not Jimmy's hometown, technically, right? That it definitely is. That's 100% me coping right now. But regardless, I don't think Jimmy will want to go back home. They said the same thing about Chris Bosh. Chris Bosh was from Dallas, right? Wasn't Chris Bosh from Dallas? And there was all those rumors, oh, he going to want to go back. He going to want to play for his hometown. The man retired on Miami Heat. Yeah, Chris Bosh was born in Dallas. I remember all that talk back then. There was the same talk. Kevin Durant, isn't he from Maryland? They were saying, oh, maybe he tries to go to the Wizards and pair a big three with John Wall. He's going to want to go back home and Bradley Beal. No. That, of course, never happened because I think it's overstated how much guys like playing for their home city. I really do, because, I mean, who else left to go play for the home city in free agency? I know Donovan Mitchell kind of wants to, right? We know New York was at the top of his list. He's from New York. But, I mean, who else did it? Like, guys like Derrick Rose, He was drafted to Chicago. D Wade, I guess, did go back to Chicago. That's obviously, I guess, the best example I could use. But I mean, still, I think it's a bit overrated. These guys got so much money. They could travel anywhere, whenever they want. When they're in season, they got to travel with the team. When they're not in season, they could live wherever the hell they want. Most of them do end up living in Miami, by the way. Let's see what else we got in some of these. Shout out to the Minnesota Lynx. They win, the Commissioner's Cup. Do they have their own in-season tournament? I did not know that. I do know. I had the over today on, I think it was... did I end up taking Breonna Stewart? Let me see. Let me look that up real quick. And if y'all don't care about WNBA talk, stop sleeping. It's good, man. It's legit good. I'm not lying to you. I've been a fan before Caitlin Clark. I had Breonna Stewart over 20 points. Breonna Stewart finished with 24. Cash it, baby. Let's go. That's dope. And I just noticed my banner is like a half red. Let me just do this. Help me get the 5K subs. I'm just gonna say, let's say like the stream and subscribe. There we go. Update. Perfect. Okay. But yeah, shout out to Breonna Stewart for cashing today. Well, I also had a taco because I was playing on Prize Picks, even though they don't sponsor me. I usually don't like to say their name, but whatever. We on a stream. We're not in a real video, so the rules don't apply. And I needed Messi to hit like 2.5 shots. And I'm assuming Messi hit that. I don't know. Let me see. I guess I'll check right here. Y'all want to check live? Open up the Prize Picks real quick. See if my parlay cast. I'm going to turn the phone around. As soon as it loads up, I'm going to turn the phone around so y'all can see before me. Still loading up here. It says verifying location. It never takes as long to verify. All right, ready? Did we cash? What's it say, chat? No? Did Messi screw me over? Messi got... No, you know what? Sometimes shots on goal... Oh, wait a minute. I took out Breonna Stewart, and I replaced it with a guy named Kyle Gibson who didn't even freaking play, so it doesn't matter anyways. If that's not the most anticlimactic thing anyways, and like I said, the taco sometimes doesn't update in real time anyway, so I don't know whether Messi hit it or not, but it doesn't matter because the guy I paired it with didn't even play today. I should have taken Breonna Stewart like I said I was going to do at the beginning. Let's keep going through some of this Twitter here. Adam says, hey, Miami Heat, this is your window to move Jimmy. Just saying. Go! Thomas is watching Argentina right now. And I'm guessing they just scored, I guess. So I like celebrating with him. That's Thomas, my roommate, for those of y'all that aren't aware. And if you are aware, because you've seen him in these streams before, lovely guy. You love Thomas. Anyways, Adam has been saying to trade. He likes Jimmy Butler. He just thinks the optimal trade value we could have got was last year, and it's only going to get worse. So you might as well let him go now. I disagree. I think Jimmy Butler is a superstar because he's a big-time player who makes big-time plays in big-time games, and I don't think that falls off a tree. I think he's the guy that can be the best player on a championship team, although he hasn't done it yet. You can't take that for granted, and I don't want to give up trying to pair them with a third guy, especially since I do think there will be options available like Trae Young, Lauri Markkanen, to a lesser extent, Brandon Ingram, guys sort of like that. What else do we got here? I think we read all these tweets. Let's refresh one more time before I get to the comments here. Missing 0. Oh, that's true. Mikal Bridges is the ultimate Iron Man. He's missed 0 games. So they said Thibs absolutely lathered at the thought of a coaching guy who's never missed a game. He's going to run Bridges into the ground. That's facts, Brian Goins. That's facts. He's going to run him into the ground. What else we got here? By my counts, Yasi says the Brooklyn Nets now have 15 first-round picks over the next 7 drafts, and they're projected to generate $60 million in cap space. You know what's crazy about this? Remember, we talked about it earlier. Remember they made that trade for Donovan Mitchell and Kevin Garnett and Paul Pierce, and that obviously didn't work out, and they were basically in NBA purgatory because they had no picks, no cap space, their team sucked, no trade assets at all. And then they get some cap space, sign Durant and Kyrie Irving in free agency. They're able to flip those guys, and now they went from a team, I guess in what? We're talking, it took them 10 years, sort of. But in 10 years' time, they went from having nothing to 15 first-round picks in the span of 2 years. Is just absolutely insane. That's crazy. What else do we got here? Houston believes it'll be far easier to acquire KD if they can return the Suns picks. Yeah, no crap, Woj. Oh, well, thanks for the Woj bomb, Woj, for stating the damn obvious, you bum. Not a fan of Wojnarowski either, because I think he's a front office shill, and he's a snake. And he's all agenda-based. What else do we got here? Kenny wants to see Cam Johnson on Dallas. It'd be nice. Give him some extra shooting. A guy who's maybe more reliable than Timmy Hardaway, because they're probably losing Tim Hardaway. What's some of these notifications here? Top Notch said, Ant, you sound delusional, my boy, in your stream. Wait, why? He said, Ant. Oh, because I was like, how did this get notified to me? I wasn't tagged in the tweet. No, it's because he responded to my retweet. What do I sound delusional about? Which parts? That doesn't quite narrow it down there. Let's go back to y'all comments up here. We'll go back to the full screen up here. Let me change the sub count back up here. So once again, y'all can be reminded of what the current sub count is in case you want to help achieve the goal of hitting 5K. What else we got? We got a ton of comments, 308 to get through. Let's scroll through some of these real quick. Yes, I see a lot of people saying they want to win now. Check Woj. Is this in relation to the Durant news? A lot of people here saying they want to read your chat, Papa. I'm trying to, Heat Lifer. I'm going through it right now. I just got so encapsulated by the Twitter updates. Monty says, per Jake L. Fisher, he could target Memphis number 9 pick, so they'd move up 6 spots. If the Heat were to move up to 9, who would it be to get? Like, I talked about the report that came out a couple weeks ago that I think is BS, that maybe the Heat would have moved into the top 5. The only guy I could see them really wanting in the top 5 is like Alexander Sarr, because I think he is above and away the best big in the draft right now. I've heard Jaren Jackson Jr. comparisons, and as much as, Bam dogs him every time they play, I think Jaren Jackson Jr. would be pretty nice on the Miami Heat. A nice interior shot blocker and also a guy that can stretch the floor. So that would be nice. These are a couple other guys that I love as well. We talked about Khalil Ware. Yves Missy is a Clint Capella to a T. He is athletic as hell, pick and lob monster, great rebounder, great shot blocker, can move his feet well enough on defense, has zero offensive game, but he could play defense. And that is what I want from the big man position. So when Bam is out on the perimeter, guarding Kyrie and Dame and Bradley Beal, the Heat don't get killed on the rebounding glass like we see all the time when Bam does switch. We got my guy Santi Go to Gaming. Listen, if y'all are Battlefield fans, it's my homeboy, got his own channel. Check out my guy Santi Go to Gaming. He said who the Knicks gave up for Bridges. Get Twitter. Stop asking me, right? That's the whole point. That's the whole point of Twitter. Joe King says, is he just joking? That's a terrible pun. Holy shit. He said, I'm just letting you know that you're hearing it here first. Miami Heat are trading Duncan Robinson and Terry Rozier for Brandon Ingram. I will say, Adam Barai. We got another sub. Let's go. I will say Adam Barai did like a 2 a.m. Spaces the other day that I was listening to because, quite frankly, I've been staying up to 2 a.m. almost every night to edit these videos because I've been posting daily pretty much every day for like the last little over a month now. And it's tough because, we try to keep the edits high. So I've been losing a lot of sleep. Anyways, he did end that Spaces by saying, watch out for Brandon Ingram for the Miami Heat. He didn't say this package that you said, but that certainly would be something that I would probably be interested in. The thing with Brandon Ingram, though, is just he had such a down year last year with the injuries and everything else. There's a lot of concerns there, but just getting a guy who is 6'9" that can stretch the floor, give him the ball, let him get a bucket, that's very, very intriguing to me. I will do some more research on that and get a video out eventually. Lewis said Bleacher Report said Trey favors the Lakers, Spurs, and Pelicans. I didn't see that report, Lewis, so I'm also curious who... We got another sub! Let's go! I am very curious who... It's funny every time. I don't even need a sound. I just stop what I'm doing and go crazy myself. I don't know who said that report, Lewis. I don't know which author did, but it's probably not someone that's legitimate, I guess. What else do we got here? Randolph from the Grizzlies. Yeah, you talking about Zach Randolph? My guy Will says, if we don't make any moves, we're cooked, man. GG's. The offseason is just starting, baby. Give my Pat a couple months to wake up, and then when it's October 1st and everyone else is always gone, he'll sign Josh Richardson to a minimum contract again, guys. Come on now. Let Pat cook. Let him cook, man. Whew. Joe King, I guess at sources or something, also says that the Miami Heat are trading up for the 9th overall pick because Memphis is over the tax threshold, and they are working on a trade to send Kennard and Duncan Robinson for Brandon Ingram. So who's looking for Brandon Ingram? The Heat or Memphis? I'm confused. I think you mean Memphis, but if they're over the cap threshold, are they going to free up the cap space by trading Luke Kennard? I don't think he's making that much money. Pierre brings up something interesting. Hell no, bring me the number 3 pick and Stephon Castle. I mentioned the only guy I could see the Heat trading up for to get would be Alexander Sarr. But Castle's the guy that has been flying up the draft boards of late. And truthfully, I don't know too much about him other than, the championship with UConn, because I know he's not in the Heat's range. So I really haven't looked him up too much. But I would like to see him a little bit here. The Ringer has him at number 6. Still very young, 19 years old, but he's almost 6'6", 210 with a 6'9" wingspan. Those are excellent numbers. Good God, can this man not shoot? I just assumed he'd be able to shoot since I knew he was a guard. 26% is terrible. Shades of Andre Iguodala. I guess that makes sense. But even Iggy was like 6'7", 6'8". He wasn't 6'6". I do like these stats. So these are what I call the Heat culture badges, baby. He got that dog in him. Hustle hard, on-ball defense, feel for the game. Love all that stuff. But if a guy can't shoot, that to me says enough that I would certainly not trade up to get him. I can tell you that much right the hell now. What else do we got here? Let me go back to readings. Oh, bro, y'all could not even see. I forgot to switch it over. I'm sorry. This is what I was looking at for the last minute, and I was just zooming in on his his 3-point percentage here, which is 26%, and these are those Heat culture badges that I was referencing. Anyways, y'all didn't miss too much. Let's go back over here. Okay. Tons of draft capital in Brooklyn. Hey, I agree with this. Rudy Gobert, fake DPOY. Y'all in the mood for a Rudy Gobert rant? Oh, too bad. You gonna get it anyways. I've hated this bum, Rudy Gobert, for as long as I can remember. It goes back to the Hassan Whiteside days when I think he put out, it was either him or Evan Fournier that put out a tweet saying, all you do is care about your stats. And then Gobert or Fournier responded, whichever one did send the first tweet. They responded saying, oh, are you talking about queso blanco? Or, oh, that means white cheese. Can you tell I'm hungry? No. They said something blanco. It basically translates to Whiteside in French. They were talking trash about my guy Hassan Whiteside on the timeline. And if y'all are new here, yes, I do like Hassan Whiteside. Now, before you click away, I will acknowledge all of his faults. He got paid and got lazy. He cared about his stats too much. He couldn't pass out of a double team. He got stripped way too often. But as a kid watching Hassan Whiteside, a guy come out of nowhere, I fell in love with his story. His story coming from overseas in Lebanon and China, and then, getting the two-way contract here and just out of nowhere dominating. And he was doing it with blocks. He got hot blocking shots like Steph Curry would get hot shooting threes. And I had never seen anything like that before. So I became a Hassan Whiteside fan. And so they were talking trash about him. And ever since that day, I didn't like Rudy Gobert. But it didn't just stop there. Because that's when Rudy Gobert started to come on a little bit, started winning his DPOYs, his first of 4, and everyone started hyping the hell up of this man. And I said, Rudy Gobert's not a good player, first of all, and he's not a good defender. He's a good shot blocker, and there's a difference. Because if you take Rudy Gobert 3 feet outside the paint, the dude is a bum. And I've been saying this for 5-6 years. And it really didn't start to catch on until maybe 2 or 3 years ago when Terrence Mann dogged his ass in the first round when the Jazz were playing the Clippers. But I've been saying this for years. And part of the reason he gets so many blocks is because he somehow built up this reputation as a good shot blocker. So he's allowed to camp in the paint for 10 seconds every possession, and he's allowed to hammer the hell out of guys and never get any fouls called because he's Rudy Gobert, the Stifle Tower, the great Frenchman, whatever you want to call him. I call him a bum. That's what Rudy Gobert is. He's a bum. And now I love to see that more and more people are seeing it. I love to see that the Minnesota Timberwolves gave up all those assets for him just to bench his ass in the fourth quarter for Naz Reid, who was undrafted. because Rudy Gobert continues to get played off the court for his defense. When he won DPOY, make it make sense. It doesn't make any sense. Just a bum. What a bum Rudy Gobert is. I hate that man. I want him to stay the hell away from my team. If there's ever a Heat rumor of Rudy Gobert coming to the Miami Heat, just end me now. End it all. Because I don't want to live in a world where Rudy Gobert is on the Miami Heat. If there is 10 Rudy Gobert haters, then I'm here. If there's 5 Rudy Gobert haters, I'm here. If there's only 1 Rudy Gobert hater, I am right here. If there is 0 Rudy Gobert haters, then that means I'm dead. Because I will hate that man until the day that I die. What do the rest of these comments say? Shout out to my guy, Miami Heat Network. Follow him on YouTube as well. He produces great content. Shout out my boy Trent. He says the Heat are cooked. Yes. We got Mario 954. What's up, 954? 954 represent Broward Gang. What's good, my bro? I'm from Davie. Where you from, man? He said they're obviously rebuilding with that trade. Of course, the Brooklyn Nets. Are these the Bulls' assets? What do you guys think about maybe a trade with the Bulls? Would you want Ayo Dosunmu, Zach LaVine? I'll tell you this. I'm not really that much a fan of Zach LaVine because... Oh, there it is. Some Hans Duriuso said it there. Blancote. That's what Evan Fournier was subtweeting about Hassan Whiteside. Anyways. Whew, I need a second. Well, do you guys want Zach LaVine as a Heat fan? To me, I guess it's better than running it back. I'm not denying that. But it's like you'd be trading Tyler Hero, who has injury concerns, and you don't like his contract, for a guy who gets paid more money and has even bigger injury concerns. I don't love that. I'll be honest with you. I love Ayo Dosunmu though. Great two-way player. The jump shot's improving. I got a lot of comments from 40 minutes ago saying, "Stop it, I'm delusional." Exactly. Stop smoking that dope, Miami Heat Network. What? What was I being delusional about 40 minutes ago? I don't remember. I really don't remember. Oh, Tatum. They're always easy. Jimmy. Is that when I was saying that Jimmy's the third best player in the East? Y'all don't agree with that take? Some of y'all don't agree with that? If y'all weren't here 40 minutes ago, I said Jimmy Butler's the third best player in the East behind Giannis and Embiid. Correct me if I'm wrong. I'll be glad to disagree. Tatum is soft. Thank you. I definitely agree. Pat Riley sleepwalking. He's not sleepwalking. He is just, give him time. Give him 3 or 4 months to get going. I'm obviously being very sarcastic. Shout out to my guy, J Miami Sports. What's good, bro? Haven't talked to you in a while. He said that he really want to trade up for Devin Carter. Wrong year to trade up. I would not trade up for Devin Carter because I think there's a lot of prospects that I like. Actually, Devin Carter wasn't even in my top 5, actually. I think I got him at number 6 now. I think I pushed him out for, Jared McCain is 5th. My top 5, to recap: Isaiah Collier, Deron Holmes, Tristan Da Silva, Khalil Ware, Jared McCain. Devin Carter seems like a great player. He's obviously got that Heat culture in his blood, literally. His dad is Anthony Carter. But I'm tired of getting these guys who play bigger than they are. Like, get someone who's big for the sake of being big. You know what I mean? Like, they tried it with PJ Tucker, Hayward Highsmith. Both those guys are like 6'4". Yes, they play bigger than they are, but you're still getting killed on the boards. Get someone who is actually big. Now, Devin Carter's a nice player, great defender, but still the jump shots. He shot good as a senior in college, but not great the years before that. So we don't know if the jump shot is fluky. And I just would rather take a guy who doesn't have, questions about the jump shot. We dealt with that, with Justice Winslow. I don't want to go through that again if we don't have to. I know that's hypocritical because I said Isaiah Collier is my first pick, and Isaiah Collier only shot like 34% from 3, but I like his form. I think he'll be a good shooter in this league, and 34% is not terrible. Like, it's not Ron Holland bad. Ron Holland shot like 26% from 3. Nikola Topic was even worse. You know what I mean? Isaiah Collier's numbers weren't great, but they weren't terrible, and he is just so good at everything else that's why he's my favorite prospect. Joel said, Anthony, these are dark times as a Heat fan. I know, Joel, it is, but what do you want me to say? You want me to lie to you and say no, it's not? Because that's exactly what I'm gonna do. This is what's gonna happen. The Miami Heat are going to. It's going to be July 7th. What are we? We're like 2 weeks away from that. Donovan Mitchell has still not signed his extension with the Cleveland Cavaliers. The Heat are going to give Jimmy Butler his extension, and Donovan Mitchell is going to say, I haven't signed my extension with the Cavs for a reason. Jimmy just re-upped for the Heat, so I know they're not trading him. Let me go down to South Beach. Let me see what they got going on over there, because now as a Cavs, player, I don't think I can compete with the New York Knicks. They just got Mikal Bridges. What the hell I'm going to waste another year in Cleveland for? I'm going to get my ass the hell out of here. And he's going to say, yo, Bam, you think y'all got space for me over there? And Bam's going to talk to Pat Riley. Bam's going to say, do whatever the hell you got to do. And Pat's going to trade those 2 first-round picks. He's going to trade Tyler Hero. He's going to trade Jaime Jaquez and Nikola Jovic. Yes, chat. He's going to trade all the young guys. But guess what? I don't care. Because I do care. I love those guys. I love Jaime Jaquez Jr. You know this. I love Nikola Jovic. But you are trying to win a championship right now. And when you have a core of Jimmy Butler, Donovan Mitchell, and Bam Adebayo, guys will want to come here for the cheap skis. They'll want to come here for the low. And I really think you'll do it. They'll be able to do a great job filling out the rest of this roster. Because now you could trade Terry Rozier to another team for some assets to flip or pieces that maybe make more sense. Because I don't think a Terry Mitchell backcourt works great at all. And I think Terry makes a little too much money to come off the bench, if I'm being honest with you. But still, you get what I'm saying here. The Miami Heat are going to win the damn championship. How's that for negative, Joel? I'm kidding. I don't believe a word I just said. I don't know. Like, I mean, we could sit here and be serious with it all, but I'd have to really... I want to see how these next few weeks play out before I really give my prognosis on how I think this season will go. I'd love Laurie. Laurie and Mitchell is crazy. Clifford Sylvian said, if you were the GM of the Heat, what moves would you make this offseason? What would GM DiNardo do? I don't think Donovan Mitchell... Well, I wouldn't have said Donovan Mitchell is realistic, but actually, he is one of those free agents that is actually allowed to sign already. Him and Bam, for example, sign their extensions, which I don't know why the Heat didn't sign Bam either. I don't know. But I think Anthony Chang said this, the Heat beat reporter for the Miami Heat. He said Mitchell and Bam are allowed to sign now. Jimmy's not allowed to sign until July 7th. I don't know all the rules with that. But anyways, let's just say July 7th. If Donovan Mitchell resigns, that's obviously not a dream. If he doesn't resign, I do think that window is there. However, Donovan, it seems too good to be true, truthfully. I guess that's kind of what I'm trying to say. So if you want to avoid Donovan Mitchell, I don't want to do the whole sit around and wait for him thing like we did with Damian Lillard that obviously screwed us over last year. I don't want to do that again. I think Trae Young is available, and that's a name that I really love. Because that Hawks team is so bad with that. They got all that money tied up into that backcourt with DeJounte and Trae just to miss the playoffs. You can't do that. You got to trade one of those guys. And I think they might trade who can ever get the better return. And at this point, that's Trae Young. And if you're the Miami Heat, you could send Tyler Hero. You could send one of Jaime Jaquez and 2 first-round picks. I do think that's decent value for a guy in Trae Young that has a lot of questions in this league. So that's what I would do if I was GM DiNardo. I would get Trae Young. You'd have a lot of money tied up into Trae, Jimmy, and Bam, and I'd fill out the rest of it. We just got another subscriber. Let's go! That's what I would do if I was the GM. And for all the Heat fans that's going to be in the comments saying, Trae Young don't play defense. You can't have someone that small in the system. I don't like it. Those are obviously valid points, right? But what I have to say to that is, if there was ever a team where it would work with Trae Young, it would be this team. Because if you want to talk about the defense even, right? I would like to believe in this system with a defensive, guru in Eric Spoelstra, he'd be able to get the most out of Trae Young. He'd be able to hide him the best by playing all these zones and having guys cover up for him like the Miami Heat do. They still have guys like DeLon Wright. Maybe they could re-sign Hayward Highsmith. You're always going to have Jimmy and Bam. Those are great defensive pieces to help cover up for Trae Young. And on top of all of that, whether they could cover up for him or not, you already had Tyler Hero who's getting hunted. So at the end of the day, it's at least an upgrade because Trae Young is 10 times the offensive player that Tyler Hero is. He is an elite facilitator with a capital E. And because of that, I really think he will unlock Bam Adebayo's game to just a whole other level. Like, just make Bam dominance. And for that reason alone, I think a Trae Young trade will be worth it. But even on top of that, Trae Young has led a top 10 offense almost every year of his career. Last year, the Hawks were only 12, but we know Trae Young missed a lot of time. But the several years before that, the Hawks were ranked like 7th, 2nd, 4th in offensive rating. The Miami Heat, as bad as they were at offense last year, could use a guy like Trae Young to really get them going And on top of the facilitating, he can score 50 points on any given night. That'll allow Jimmy to do his thing in the regular season. And then come postseason, you're not a playing team, hopefully. That's sort of the goal there with him. Santi said, don't forget what happened with Whiteside last time y'all went for a big. I don't know what he's referencing. What else do we got here? Make sure y'all leave all your questions and comments down below. I'm going to get through all these comments here, I promise. Shout out to my guy, Mama Do, who said, man said if the Heat get Lowry and Mitchell, we good. So the Heat do the impossible. Listen, you right. But let a Heat fan cope, man. We got another sub. Let's go. Yeah, let a Heat fan cope. It's going to be a long offseason, especially after what happened last year. Like, I get it. I'm not going to judge no Heat fan who's negative or positive. I'm not going to do it. Duncan Robinson in the future second for Gabe Roy in number 17. Why would the Lakers do that? I mean, the Lakers will be freeing up a lot of cap space, of course, by getting rid of Gabe and Roy. I'd love the first round pick. I love Roy. Obviously, I love Gabe. I think once he gets back to the mind, did we get another sub or were we at 9? We got another sub. Let's go. I hope Thomas is not trying to sleep. His room's on the other side of the house. It's okay. Yeah, I like this trade for the Heat, obviously. I don't think this is realistic, though. The Lakers certainly could use shooting. Oh, Duncan Thomas? You talking about Thomas Bryant? The Lakers would want him back? Like, I don't know. The Lakers need size and shooting, but that's not the size. My guy Trent says, man, Ant, I know you chatting right now. You know it's over. It's not over yet, my guy. Trust me. What else do we got here? A lot of comments in here disagreeing with other comments. I love to see it. I love the chatter here. Pat's asleep and Andy's phone has no service. What else we got here? It's cheap ass Mickey if you don't want to spend spend and win, sell the team. This is an interesting topic. Now, I certainly don't like to count a man's pockets because you never know, what a guy is what's happening behind the scenes, I guess is a better way to put it. Now, we know Mickey Arison has had cheap tendencies in the past. The one that I like to go back to was when he amnestied Mike Miller, and I really think they could have used him in 2014 when they lost the championship. They could have used Mike Miller, but he did amnesty him to save some money. And there's obviously been other instances since then, but Mickey has also shown that he's willing to go over the tax if he thinks the team is a championship contender. Now, the whole thing with like Dame last offseason, that people were saying, oh, Pat Riley's asleep, Mickey's cheap. Okay. I don't know. Part of me wants to say, oh, Joe Cronin was just a petty ass hoe and didn't want to send Dame here after Dame wanted here and only here. But also part of me wants to say Pat Riley pissed off Joe Cronin by saying, here's Josh Richardson in the second round pick for Dame dollars. Send him here. You have no leverage. And when you try to walk in there like your crap don't stink, that's going to piss off Joe Cronin too. And overall, we just got another subscriber. Let's go. And that's going to piss off Joe Cronin. This is something I talked about with Adam Bry on that 2 a.m. Spaces as well, that I think GMs are starting to get tired of Pat Riley thinking his crap don't stink, really. And they're tired of him always getting his way and doing all these fleece trades that he's done throughout the years. I think they're tired of it. And I think GMs don't want to do work with Pat Riley anymore. And I'm going to leave it at that because there's a lot of disrespect to Pat Riley. I've certainly poked fun with skits and stuff, but I will never disrespect the Godfather just because I think he is elite at what he does. And he's one of those guys that no matter how bad he is, I can't count him out. Now, I'm not going to sit here and glaze him. I'm not going to be like one of those Heat fans. Oh, he can't do no wrong. Everything he's done is perfect. No, he's made a ton of mistakes over the last several years. A ton. So many mistakes I can't even count. Like, obviously, not drafting Tyrese Maxey. I know he's not the GM, Andy Ellisberg is, but still, he's still in on that. Not getting Dame, he still has blame in that. We got another sub. Let's go. Those aren't all Pat Riley's fault, but a lot of it is. He's not perfect. I'm not here to say that. But I think he's a guy I'm willing to ride with until the wheels fall off. I really am. What else do we got here? Donovan Mitchell's uninspiring like Lowry. That would be the reason we might see those guys get traded just because, well, especially in the Cavs case, we saw a report months ago that if Donovan Mitchell doesn't resign his extension, they will trade him because they don't want to lose him for nothing. I obviously think that's the smartest move. But Lowry Markkinen, I don't know. Like, he's still young enough the Jazz could rebuild with him. I could see them just throwing a monster contract at Lowry and him having no choice but to take it. But I don't know. What else do we got here? We got Unitius one. Already coping, saying Miami isn't gonna do anything major. I'll be shocked if they make a trade at all. This is kind of how I be thinking mentally. You gotta hope for the best, prepare for the worst. That's kind of what I like to do. A lot of talk on Khalil Ware, Devin Carter. We've talked about those guys a ton. I probably got Khalil Ware 4th on my list and Devin Carter 6th, I think. So let me know y'all draft prospects down below. Some of your favorite prospects. This is a good trade by Joe King. He says Brandon Ingram is not going to be traded to a team in the West. He's going to be traded to a team in the East. I would have to do some research about how I'm looking at some of these updated comments on the right side too. Fresh Radio, did y'all talk about the New York Knicks? Yes, we did. We actually were already streaming when the news broke. You could scroll back to maybe like 5-10 minutes into the stream. It happened quite early on, and it was interesting. But anyways, well, for example, I guess the Nets literally just traded Mikal Bridges to their in-state rival, the Knicks, but it was an offer they couldn't refuse. I don't know. I'd have to do some more research on this for sure to really see the how often teams trade their star player to the same conference. I guess let's think about some stars who were traded recently. Paul George went from OKC in the West to Clippers in the West. Jimmy Butler went from Philly in the East to Miami Heat in the East. I know that was kind of like a signing trade, but still. DeMarcus Cousins went from the Kings to the Pelicans, West to West. What other star trades am I missing? I'm sure I'm missing it. Anthony Davis went from West to West, Pelicans to Lakers. Damian Lillard did go West to East. Kevin Durant did go East to West. So yeah, it happens both ways, but in theory, I do agree. I think a team would prefer not to send their guy to the same conference. Let's read some of these other comments here. Stephen A. Smith doesn't provide any analysis besides that brother can play. One of my favorite clips when Porzingis was drafted, he said, "We've been led astray, run amok, hoodwinked, bamboozled." I forget the rest of it. But I'm that far behind on these comments that all y'all talking about Stephen A. We talked about that 40 minutes ago. I'm sorry. I'm gonna scroll through these. I promise you, I'm reading every comment. And I'm gonna catch up here so we can actually have a live interaction chat here. Frampton Hendricks said Max Kellerman is better than you. Your talent is just talking so fast, nothing else. What is this supposed to be an insult? Max Kellerman is a literal professional. I am not. I do talk fast though. Part of the reason I do it though is because I feel like a lot of YouTubers talk slow, and truthfully, it really bothers me. I just prefer fast. I feel like it keeps maybe it's because I got a short attention span. I feel like it keeps me more engaged, I guess. Clay trade for Tyler Hero. I don't know. Nah. Clay's going to want a lot of money, probably on a lot of years. And again, it's the whole thing with Zach LaVine. Why would I trade for a guy who's going to get more money, who's got more injury concerns? I don't think so. Although I do like the fit with Clay. We got another sub. Let's go. Part of my thing with Clay is, or with Tyler, I don't think he fits well with the Heat. I think he needs the ball a lot. He's been good off ball, very good catch and shooter, but he's obviously better with the ball. Clay is obviously one of the best off ball players ever. I think the fit is great, but I'm probably okay there. This is interesting. Jason Carter says OG going to Philly next. Philly is a team that would have the cap space to sign him. And that would be good. That'd be a good pickup. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm getting a little scared of that because OG Anunoby consistently gives Jimmy Butler problems, and that is a team that we are likely going to see in the postseason. I'm just kidding though. That team don't scare me. They got like I said earlier, that 76ers team is cursed for messing with the basketball gods. Shout out Frampton Hendricks, new subscriber here. We do greatly appreciate y'all. Let me catch up on some of these comments real quick here. Can we get back to talking about the trades and people that the Miami Heat are targeting? Just because you know what, Joe King? Just because you asked, I'm going to drop everything I'm doing and do that. Shout out to Haroon Gill. He says, your content becoming stupid fat by day. What do you mean by that? As the guy Drewski likes to say. No one told you that you have to be here, Haroon Gill. We do have 380 beautiful people in the chat that are stopping by, and we do greatly appreciate it. What else we got here? Maybe he's just salty. He said we running it back. Like I said, I ain't judging no Heat fans for saying we lost a subscriber. That sucks. It's probably Haroon Gill for me talking all that trash. But like I said, I ain't judging no Heat fans because it is tough times right now. What else we got here? Lewis says, according to Yahoo Sports, Jake Fisher, the Los Angeles Lakers, Pelicans, and Spurs are 3 destinations that would be appealing to Trae Young if he's dealt by the Hawks. I'll tell you what, if I was the Spurs, I would go all in on Trae Young. I mean, the pick and lobs between Trae Young and Victor Wembanyama. Do I need to elaborate, chat? Do I need to elaborate on how insane? We got another sub. Let's go. It's probably my boy Haroon Gill. Subscribe back. Appreciate you, my guy. I recognize the name, so I know you've been here for a while. Sorry if you think my content is being stupid. Can't do nothing about it. What else we got here? Santi knows that I've been saying Gobert's trash since 2018. I'm telling y'all, I had it here first. Let me get okay. This is one that I'm interested in. Let's look into a little bit about shout out to Junior Brazil. He says Adam Bona. We got another sub. Let's go. He says, let's look at Adam Bona at number 43. So I actually did post a video on some second round picks, and I really wanted to try to get bigs in the second round. There wasn't a lot of great ones. I think the 3 guys I kind of targeted was Nikola Jurisic, Ryan Dunn, and Baylor Shireman, who's my favorite pick in this draft. Y'all could watch my second round picks video I posted a couple weeks ago if you're interested. But I do want to look up Adam Bona. Was it Adam Bona? We'll just search Bona. Because he is one of the actual bigs that I saw projected in the second round, but I haven't really done research on him yet. 6'8". So again, a guy who probably plays bigger. Oh my God, I almost did this again. Switch over and we go here. Boom. Did it quite relatively on time this time. So Adam Bona, 6'8". So we got another sub. Let's go. Adam Bona is the guy who is 6'8". But a 7'4" wingspan. So that much we do like. 21, so a little bit of an older prospect. I do like that as well. 240 pounds. I feel like it's pretty nice size there. And the Ringers mock says, Bona, who's similar to Kevon Looney, could provide some support behind him. He's also, coincidentally, another UCLA player. Because he has a mocked going to the Warriors. Speaking of Looney, that was another guy that we've heard rumors about over the last couple weeks. And I think Kevon Looney would be phenomenal in this Heat system. Spoelstra will probably have Kevon Looney looking like him high school self again. Have y'all ever seen Kevon Looney's high school highlights, or not even just high school, his UCLA highlights? Let me see if I can find on Twitter here some of his highlights, because y'all have to see that. Look at these Kevon Looney highlights, bro. The man was literally like a Kevin Durant light. Look at there, the little pick and pop for Kevon Looney. Splash. What else we got here? We got Kevon Looney 3-point line, jab step, cross midi, pull up. This is what Kevon Looney would look like back in that Heat system. Corner 3, side step, Jakob, light they ass up. This is what we would see. I feel like Spo could turn Kevon Looney into this, man. I think the thing restarted here, but bro, don't sleep on Kevon Looney, man. He is the exact type of guy who got to the league, said, I'm gonna, find my role and dominate in it. And that's how guys really stay with it. Let me get this. I ain't trying to get copyright striked. Too many of my videos been getting copyright strike recently for all those draft videos that I've been putting the highlights in. I try to put the highlights so y'all can see it, but they've been getting copyright strike, man. It kind of sucks. But yeah, look at Kevon Looney. This time driving baseline, little jelly. He was so tough, man. I'm not saying he would do this in a Heat jersey, even if he just does the Kevon Looney we know, score 6 to 10 points a night and get you 12 to 15 rebounds. I would love that on the Heat. But these highlights get me excited, man. I'll tell you what, the Heat do sign Kevon Looney. I'm going to have these on a loop. I'm not going to lie to you. But let's go back to how this conversation started with Adam Bona. They have him shades of Montrezl Harrell, Bismack Biyombo. I love this name more than Biyombo, even though Biyombo is a guy that he could use supposedly as a backup. I get it. But their sentence is a tireless player with the qualities to be an excellent rotation big, has the hustle badge, rebounding, shot blocking, athleticism. These all seem like exactly like things that he can use. Kind of seems like a little, kind of seems like a similar version of, I guess, Eve Missy. What is Eve Missy's measurables, though? This guy's 6'8", and Missy is 6'10". Yeah, so Missy is a little bit bigger, although he does have a shorter wingspan. Missy with only the short 2 wingspan, and Bona with a 7'4". Or I mean, Missy with a 7'2" wingspan, Bona with 7'4". That might have been what I said. Anyways, yeah, I do like Adam Bona. He's a guy that could, again, seems like he could kind of... We got another 2 subs. Let's go. Let's go. You love to see that, the 2 subs we got there. Appreciate it, man. Y'all gonna make me lose my voice, man. Oh, I appreciate this a ton. For real, man. Okay, what else we got here? Pat Riley needs to retire if he messes up this offseason again. I'll be interested to see what happens there. I'm willing to give him this offseason to kind of see what happens here. Let me catch up on some of these comments here. Loud 127 says, "Dog, you are crazy. Can't give up Hero, Hamid, and Jovic for Trey. Trey can get shut down." We've seen Trey get shut down, but I want to look at this, actually. This is something I pulled up for a video I did the other day when I did post a Trey Young video. Okay, give me a second here. Let me switch my tab over, and let me go back over here. So I want to pull up Trey Young's playoff stats, because we know, for example, Tyler Hero, his playoff stats aren't great, right? But if you look at Trey Young's playoff stats, he's only been 3 times. I understand that. But look at his numbers in the playoffs, which are right here. His first season in the playoffs was in 2021, and he averaged, let me go back to the tab, almost 29 points per game and 10 assists. Now, the percentages weren't great. He shot 41% on the field, 31% from 3. The numbers weren't great. But then let's skip over that middle season. And the third time he made the playoffs was in 22-23, and again averaged 29 points per game, over 10 assists. Percentages aren't great, but obviously the numbers are just incredible. The one playoff series where he was terrible, the 15 points per game that you guys see in the middle right over here, that was against the Miami Heat. So really, outside of playing the Miami Heat, he's been pretty damn good in the playoffs. And the one thing that I like about him is I truly think he has that dog in him to be a big-time player. I really started liking Trey Young that series back in 21 when he was playing the Knicks, and he really bought into that villain role, took over Madison Square Garden, hitting logo daggers, bowing to the crowd. That's the type of guy that I think would fit in Heat culture well. And then he was in the conference finals versus the Bucks. He was shimmying before drilling threes. He was throwing lobs off the backboard to John Collins. And a guy in his first playoffs, he was not scared of the moment. And to me, that's a big-time player. It really is. And I like that about Trey Young. I really, really do. Let's keep going back to some of these comments here. Shout out to all these people that just subbed in the comments. Get Real says, just sub, great content. He needs to deal he needs size to deal with Boston. Bam needs help and needs to shoot more threes, stretch the floor. Certainly agree. I posted a video about Boston's salary cap situation. They're not going to be able to keep all the guys that they have for that long because of that second apron, which has all kinds of crazy ramifications. If you want more info, you can check out that video I posted. But next season, they will be full strength. That means having Porzingis. That means having Al Horford. So you're 100% right. The Heat need size. A lot of people want to get it in the draft. I prefer to get maybe someone who's more established in free agency or something like that. I made a whole slideshow about it. Let me see if I can still find that slideshow here, because I posted basically a 3-part series about who I think the Heat should or how the Heat can get a big. Part 1 was through the drafts, part 1 was through trades. Part 2 was through free agency. Part 3 was through the drafts. And let me see if I could find. To be honest, if I could probably find it. I probably got it somewhere here, but it's not up immediately. But I remember my favorite big in there was Mo Wagner that I've talked about. Some other guys were like Mo Bamba. He's big, but to be honest, I kind of think he's ass at this point. where is I have that slasher somewhere because I'm blanking on some of the other names. Because what I did is I looked through the free agency and potential guys that's in trade rumors, and I kind of marked out all the guys that might potentially get moved. I also had Isaiah Hartenstein, had Nick Claxton, had Clint Capella, I think was in there too. But at this point, Clint Capella's contract's like a monster. He gets paid like almost $20 million for a couple of seasons. I feel that passing up on Booker and Tyrese Maxey still ruins my sleep. To be honest though, the pick after Winslow in that Booker draft was Miles Turner. Low key, I might prefer Miles Turner instead. I'm not gonna lie to you. Can we fix this light? Does that make it any better? Not really. I probably prefer Miles Turner over Devin Booker, just to be honest with you. I'm not a big Devin Booker fan either. There's 4 players in this league that I do not like. It's obviously Rudy Gobert. If y'all missed the rant earlier, go check it out. That's why my voice is a little gone. It's obviously Rudy Gobert. I don't like Kyrie Irving as just a whole. He seems like a drama queen to me. I don't like Paul George because I think he's an overrated bum, and I don't like Devin Booker because I think he's soft as hell. I could get into a rant in him as well. I don't want to do it though, but I'm not a Devin Booker fan. Unita Swan says, "Nah, we rock you, man. I appreciate it. But part of doing content creation on the internet is having people that don't like your content, and that's okay. That's why there's a lot of heat channels out there. So ideally, there's something that everyone enjoys. You know what I mean? I try to keep things a little bit different over here just to kind of set myself apart. Great point by Frampton Hendricks. He says that patience is a virtue. Look at the Florida Panthers. The Suns have Booker, Durant, Beal, and Nurkic, and what's happened? They try to rush into it. They try to get a bunch of names that don't fit with each other. They got their ass swept in the first round. The Miami Heat, without Jimmy Butler, without Terry Rozier, with a hobble Duncan Robinson, won more playoff games versus the eventual champions than the Phoenix Suns did versus the Minnesota Timberwolves. Think about that. Once again, shout out to Florida Panthers, baby. Haroon Gill, I know you like the content, man. He said, "Nah, bro, I love your consistent grind." Appreciate that, Haroon Gill. Shout out to, we got another sub here, Ron Stark. He also said he's a new sub here. Do greatly appreciate you. What else do we got here? We got another person who wants Ron Holland, Kashawn George, or Tyler Smith. Now, Kashawn George is a guy that does actually interest me because he is from my home. We got another sub. Let's go. Because Kashawn George is from my hometown of University of Miami. You know, that's my school. I didn't go there. I went to FGCU, Wings Up, whatever the hell, Dunk City. Who cares? They were great with Brandon Goodwin, and then when he left, they kind of sucked. But I do kind of want to look into Kashawn George a little more. Haven't looked into him a ton, and truthfully, I didn't watch much Canes men hoops this year, just because they kind of sucked. I mean, last year I was tuned in when they made the Final Four with my guy Norchad Omier and Wooga Poplar and Isaiah Wong and Jordan Miller. Oh, I was tuned in. This year, not as much. But they did have a guy named Kashawn George who is mostly ranked in the bottom of the first round, even though I have seen him at times mocked even like as high as 14-ish. But I haven't looked into him too much. 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan. Pretty decent size. 20 years old, so he was a freshman in college. A little bit of an older one, though. The numbers don't stand out to you here, but you love that 40% on 4 attempts a game. So very clearly, the guy is a shooter. I could also tell. Did I forget to switch over? Oh, my God, chat. We got another sub. Let's go. I forgot to switch over again, chat. Oh, my God. Every time I be going to this thing. Here we go. Appreciate y'all staying tuned. Obviously, I'm a little rusty on the streaming. 40% from 3. You love that. Great measurables here. He's obviously a shooter. It says Joe Ingles is his comparison there for you. And we got another sub. Let's go. The goal today was 43-10. So you guys have blown that out the water. I greatly appreciate that. I'm probably annoying the hell out of a ton of y'all doing that. I'll finish my thought this time. What else we got? So it says George was a freshman standout at Miami and did enough to turn himself into a surprising one and done. Because of his size, he could end up being a great backcourt addition in Washington. Backcourt? Because it says here he's a forward. He's 6'7". He's got front court size, but here they say backcourt. Their one-sentence comparison is an unexpected potential one-and-done prospect who has all the qualities of a shot-creating wing. pull-up threat, positional versatility. These are things that I would also love on the Heat because he seems like a guy 6'7" with a 6'10" wingspan that can maybe guard 2 through 4. And obviously with that kind of shooting ability, he would fit immediately off the bench, plug and play in the starting lineup if guys get hurt. So just based off this alone, he seems like a good prospect. It says good shooter, NBA range, fluid mechanics. What else we got here? Great effort on defense, taking charges. That's it, chat. I'm convinced he is a Heat culture player. The guy's taking charges. What more than I need to hear? V21 says that he played point guard. Really? 6'7" playing point guard? That intrigues me. That really, really does intrigue me. Interesting. He says he's a better version of Caleb. See, Caleb really wasn't a point guard. He could bring the ball up, but I do get what you're saying. That's definitely interesting, though. That definitely is. Let me go back to your original comment here. Taking charges, you love that. His minuses, though, lacks an explosive first step. Heat culture. The Heat like those slow, gritty players. Gets a little elevation on finishes at the rim, leaving him prone to getting blocked. Not a physical driver. Needs to get much stronger on defense. So maybe he's not guarding a lot of fours. Fairly improved, and he didn't play heavy minutes for Miami. So I get what they're trying to say, but to be honest, a lot of times I think what happens with these mock drafts and stuff is that they don't see a super flashy guy with a 40-inch vertical and all this crazy stuff. But I don't think you need that to be successful in this league. If Keshawn George is able to do what he's doing, again, only 7.5 points a game here, but if he's able to do that, shoot the pull-up threes that we read, or the catch-and-shoot threes, have a high percentage, able to take charges, that to me shows the intangibles. Like, it takes IQ, it takes toughness to draw charges, and I really think those are the things that make a player a great player, not having a 40-inch vertical. Maybe I'm saying that because you could barely slide a piece of paper under me when I jump, so I'm self-conscious about it. I don't know. But we got another 2 subs. Let's go. Oh my God. I just broke my mic because of that. But it was well worth it. I appreciate y'all, man. It's been an awesome stream so far. Shout out to all of you beautiful people tuning in. And I do greatly appreciate it. My laptop's on 10%. I could charge it, or maybe we could just run the stream until the laptop dies. What does it say? Fresh Radio says, no, he don't stop that. He can't guard anyone. You saw that against Miami. If Hero gave you 23. Oh, he's still talking about Tyler Hero. Again, you need to be patient. I mean, Tyler Hero been doing this thing for a long time. I don't know if I need to be much more patient for him if that's what he's talking about. But again, I completely understand the Trae Young skepticism. We lost the sub. Oh, it's okay. Like I'm having a fun time here. Shout out to Jose. He says subscribe now. Again, I get the skepticism with Trae Young, but it I believe in him. What do you want me to say? That he got to do something, right? I'd like to see a whole shift in dynamic of winning. This whole low scoring under 90 points a game, it doesn't work. It hasn't worked. Try getting buckets. That's what the NBA is today, Why did he say bye Thomas Bryant? Did someone else get traded? No, I don't think that. I don't think it's what I meant by that. I think he's just assuming that Thomas Bryant will be gone, right? I'm just checking on my Twitter here. Yeah. Jose Matos, if you want to spy on it, he's subscribed now. That's pretty good, man. Oh, what's up, my guy Van Lee? Haven't heard from you in a while. He said, with this trade, he can't afford raw prospects like Ron Holland or Devin Carter. The pick has to be generational. Get Edey or Dillingham. Well, first off, I don't think Devin Carter can be generational because he is a bit older. But I do think that Ron Holland can be. Oh, we lost another 2 subs. I need to put the opposite of the celebration. I need to put oh man, like what's it? Swiper from Dora. Oh man. He said, but anyways, Ron Holland, I think is a guy that might be able to be, just because I do think we got 2 subs back. Let's go. For all those people that got fat fingers like me, maybe they unsubscribed by accident. Anyways, I get what you're saying. Edey and Dillingham. I mean, Edey's very old too, though. Like, how much better can he get? Let me not say very old. He's like 23. I get it. In the grand scheme of the NBA, he's still young. But just with his athleticism, I do feel like there's very limited upside. Rob Dillingham, I get. He's obviously the shiftiest, craziest, scorer in this league. He can get hot on a dime. Is hype as hell. I absolutely love him. But I think there might be some limitations with just because of his size also. He will never be a great defender, things like that. Ron Holland might have the most upside of a lot of people in this draft. I want to go here and I want to pull did I remember to switch over this time? Yes, I did. Let's pull up Ron Holland's numbers here. I'm thinking it's almost midnight. I'll go for another 15 minutes. So because my voice is going. We'll go for another 15 minutes to make sure y'all get your questions in here. Where's that? Let's go to Ron Holland, who the Ringer has him going to number 9 to Memphis here. And they say first off, we'll look at his measurables here. So they only have him, at 6'6.5". I thought he was closer to 6'8". But a 6'11 wingspan is, the defensive potential, that's through the roof right there. Very young, look, less than 19 years old, almost 200 pounds, not too bad there with the size. And with the G League Ignite, averaged 15 points per game, 7 rebounds. But this is the part that concerns me, is that 27% from 3 on 3.5 attempts. But we'll read his description here. With multiple teams in the teens trying to move up, the 9th pick could be ripe for a trade. Who really makes sense for the Grizzlies here? Holland is an upside choice worth taking a swing on, and Khalil Ware could potentially fill the void left by Steven Adams, but he's still raw. Others who are available don't fully fulfill Memphis's biggest needs. Why not acquire more? Okay, this is just how it affects Memphis. I don't care. But it says Ron Holland is shades of Cam Whitmore with theoretical Josh Jackson, which is hilarious. Because if y'all remember, Josh Jackson was one of the, most hyped prospects ever coming out of high school. He's one of those guys where his high school mixtape was just absolutely crazy, but he never really turned into that much. So that's funny that they have that here. But it says he could be a defensive stopper with defensive stopper with the upside to be a downhill attacking scorer. If that's what they're saying his upside is, to be a defensive attacking scorer, we need shooters, man. What my boy Whiteside say? He said, we got shooters. That was another thing that was actually kind of funny because the Heat lit up Portland's ass that game. Whiteside's first game back in Miami. I was there, and I was the only person that cheered for Hassan Whiteside. I'm not gonna lie to you. I remember they announced Hassan Whiteside coming into the starting lineup, and everyone booed. But not your boy. I was the one guy. I stood up there clapping my hands, and it was exciting because the Heat did light them up. Anyways, why am I talking about Hassan Whiteside again? Y'all don't want to hear about that. I probably already pissed y'all off enough. But anyways, athleticism, got that dog in him. Hustle, on-ball defense. Again, another guy who has the Heat culture badges. Those are things you love to see. And it also says he is an explosive finisher at the basket. He can hang in the air and score through contact, giving him the upside to become a foul magnet. Now, that's something that I absolutely love because the Miami Heat have a lot of trouble getting to the free throw line, especially since Jimmy Butler is really the only one who gets there. Tyler Hero's not great at it at all. I like the idea of getting another guard who can get to the line. But I don't know, man. Shooting concerns are too big for me. I guess that's probably what it'll say down here. Stiff spot-up shooter. He takes a beat to get his feet set with an extended gather into his release. He's also below average free throw shooter, so he needs to improve from a standstill. Struggles to gain an edge when isolating. You know what? I want to pull up. Let's go to... let me pull up something there. Let's go to YouTube here. And I want to pull up like a Ron Holland scouting thing just because I want to see what his jump shot looks like. If I just type in shooting, will it come up? Because if y'all don't know, I'm a shooting savant. That's what I do. Y'all know I'm a hooper. I go to the courts almost every day. That's what I do. I keep my ass at the three-point line and light it up. That's not entirely true. I like to think I'm a versatile player. But I started out being a shooter, and I can tell based off a guy's form whether he can shoot or not. So I want to pull up this video right here of Ron Holland shooting threes and blah, blah, blah. Chevy, you're not getting no free promo from me. And let's go ahead and skip ahead and let's watch some of these highlights of Ron Holland shooting. Take a look at the form here. Is that it? That don't look too bad. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Let me rewind on that real quick. The man coming down the court in transition, little snatch back. Chat, maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was wrong for counting out Ron Holland so early. I mean, okay, see, it looks a little ugly when he bricks it. I'm not going to lie to you. Let's watch one more. Oh, my God, that was ugly. Ooh, we're going to have to put that one in slow motion. Now, again, okay, hold on a second. Okay, let's watch the form. Let's watch the form. The form isn't that bad. Am I tripping? Okay, look at his base. Look at his feet. His knee. Oh, no, that's ugly. Oh, when I put it in slow motion. Oh, no, that's ugly. Bro, look at his knees. Look at his knees when he jumps. The man doing the stanky leg on the jump shot. He got the reverse Michael Kidd-Gilchrist. He do it with his legs instead of his arms. Look at it. Boom. The one hitch in the knees. Boom. Hold on. I got to pause it at the right time, chat. Look at that. His knees are touching. Oh, no. You're not supposed to shoot like that. Oh, you are not supposed to shoot like that. Hold on. I got a bunch of messages here I'm trying to answer to. You're not supposed to shoot like that, chat. That's disgusting. Bro, let me show y'all what he doing here. Let me go back to the man's literally, I'm gonna give you my demonstration. The man is literally, can I turn this camera around? There you go. I think y'all can see. Oh, the man is literally shooting the ball like, I can't even do it. I hooped a lot today. Bro, can y'all even hear me? I don't even know if y'all can hear me. I hooped for I usually hoop for, 2-3 hours every day. But today was one of those days where I was hitting, I was on a good team, and we really wasn't losing. So I ran a lot of games today, so I'm a little sore. But anyways, the man literally took his knees, and he goes, catch, he go, 1. And then he goes, I can't even touch my knee. He go, 2. Ew. That's ugly as hell. That joint, ugly as hell. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, I don't think the follow-through was all that bad. I'll be honest with you. I don't think, let me go ahead and fix this. Look, we got Tua Tagovailoa up there. When's that boy going to get his extension? So, something else to piss me off. Is that work that I just broke my tripod? Nah, I didn't break it. We Gucci. There we go. Yeah, that's not great for him. But again, it could be something that's like an easy fix. Because if we continue his follow-through here, look, his relief from this point, okay, let me go back over here. From this point, his form is not bad, right? Good follow-through, full extension. The arms are a little farther out than up for what you'd like to see. But I'm saying, I got to move this a little more. Camera. Not bad. So this could be one of those things where it could be sort of an easy fix. Hold on a second. Let me fix this. I remember Josh Richardson, for example. When he started with the Heat, he was not a great shooter. He worked with the shooting coach. And the one thing that the shooting coach told him is he said, instead of having your feet or slanted like this away from the rim, point them towards the rim. And that's the one fix that really, really got Josh Richardson a great shooter. And he shot 50% from 3 from that point on the rest of that season. So maybe something like this could be an easy fix. But I don't know. I want to watch the rest of this video, though. See if they're all that bad. Because I did not notice. Let me go back to live motion. Because I did not notice that from the first 3 that we saw here. See, again, it did say something like he sets his feet. I see just the brick. His misses are so bad, though. His misses are so bad. Okay, see. I saw a little bit with the feet there. I saw a little bit with his knees there. Look, it's hard from this angle, but that little click that he did right there, that's a no-no. That is a no-no. What else we got here? We'll do one more. Yeah, that one's not as exaggerated as the last one, but look, his knees are like a upside down V. But I think that's something they could fix, maybe even relatively quickly. I don't know. Why am I trying to act like I'm a professional shooting coach? I'm sure as hell not. Even though I'm a better shooter than everyone in the chat, don't get it twisted. We got 2 more subs. Let's go. I'm the best. Hey, if you're watching this video right now, I want you to know that you can't guard me. That's all I want to say. And if you want to test it out and you happen to live in the Fort Myers and or Broward County area, hit your boy up. We'll film some IRL basketball content, which I'd love to do. I don't got like a cameraman. I hoop, like I said, I hoop every day. I really want to get some IRL basketball content. The runs are really good. I go to the local park every day. Some good ass hoopers out there, but I just don't got, like, I could set up a tripod, but sometimes it be getting crowded. You know what I mean? I don't want to leave a tripod setting up. Let me read some of these other comments. We need to find out DeMarcus Cousins tomorrow. Oh, we need to find our DeMarcus Cousins tomorrow. Ideally, I would love it. I would love it. Like I said, kind of part, or I guess I didn't say this yet. Part of the reason, and I gotta plug in my laptop. I know I said I'm gonna go till midnight, but my laptop might not even make it till midnight. Hold up, I'll unplug this one. Okay, I unplugged the light to my left. I don't think y'all can see that, anyways. What was I gonna say? Yeah, I'd like to stream the draft tomorrow, but it would help if I actually plugged my laptop into the laptop. But so many people are streaming tomorrow. Like, I don't know. I feel like it might be too diluted. I don't know how many people would actually tune in. If you would tune in to a live stream tomorrow on this channel, let me know. I know the Basement is doing a live stream on Playback. I know my guy Ernest on Miami Heat Talk is doing a live stream, so shout out to him. But yeah, I just feel like it might be too diluted. Plus, I want to have instant reaction up right after the Heat make their pick. So I'll definitely be getting a video up for you guys tomorrow night. Hopefully it's on one of the 15 guys that I talked about. Otherwise, I may have to do some research. Like I said, the only guys I think they might draft that I haven't talked about is Ron Holland, Tyler Smith, or the I forget his name again. I'm sorry. I keep disrespecting this guy. I should not keep disrespecting this guy's name. It was what's his name, chat? Oh, it was something like Diet. It was like The Diet. Y'all remember? The Diet. Pacome, The Diet. And yeah, I mean, he seemed okay, but again, he just seems like a huge project, and I can't see the Heat going after a project, but I have actually heard his name linked to the Heat in some rumors and some mocks, so maybe he's a guy that they would like. I don't know. All right, let me go back to the main camera here. Okay, let me read some of these comments. Whiteside contract took Wade away from us. Did it though? Like, they still offered D Wade 2 years, $40 million, and he only what he ended up taking in Chicago was like the same amount of money, since we don't have state taxes. So like, he really didn't leave for more money. He really left because of spite. And I get what you're saying. The D Wade left because the Heat prioritized paying Hassan Whiteside. I think that's what it was, but I don't know. I'm not going to lie. At the time, I kind of agreed with it just because that was so close after. Like, I agreed with letting D-Wade walk. I get it, chat. It sucked. But I saw how bad the Lakers were after giving Kobe, like, a thank you contract. And I didn't really want to be put in that spot. I didn't want to. Now, in hindsight, I wish we would have kept D-Wade. But in hindsight, I also don't wish we would have kept D-Wade because it helped us land Jimmy Butler. So it's the dichotomy as a Heat fan that I always like to say. Van Lee says, like the Edie Yao comparison. Is that racist, chat? Is that? No, I'm kidding. That's not racist because they're both really tall guys. Also, is Zach Edey even Asian? I know he's Canadian. That much I do know. But he looks Asian of some sort, right? Let me look that up. I'm very curious now where Zach. Ew. Who throws a first pitch? Oh, I don't know. It's just over. Ew. Who throws a first pitch like that? The man trying to do the schmooze face, the jit from Tangled. What's his name? Who does the smeeze, the man, Jit out there throwing a first pitch, acting like he trying to impress the hoes. Jesus Christ. What kind of face is that? Anyways, Zach Edey. Is he Asian? Like I said, I know he's from Toronto, but his parents must be of some sort. Maybe? Anything about his family on here? Anything at all? Anything at all? No, literally nothing at all. Let's just Google Zach Edey's parents. I'm kind of curious how tall his parents are anyways, right? Oh, yeah, his mother was born to Chinese immigrants. Born to Chinese immigrants in Toronto. Okay, so she's born to Chinese immigrants. So that makes sense then. So like Yao Ming, he's also Chinese. And I guess they have a lot of tall people in China, because did y'all see that 7'6" was it basketball player, the girl? I forget her name. It's gonna show me that. Women. There's literally a 7'6" women's basketball player. Not this girl, not Hangzhou. This girl, I think. Zhang Ziyu. Let me look up. Zhang Ziyu. What? Man, what the hell Amazon doing on here trying to get free promo too? Oh, maybe just because I don't know how to type and I literally put all A's and no Z's. This girl, okay. So right now she's 7'3", and she is. I think they said she was 16. I just read that earlier today that she was 16. Who is Zhang Ziyu? 7'3" Chinese basketball prospect, dominating. I mean, well, let's just go to Twitter actually and look up highlights real quick, because it's crazy. Like I know people say, Caitlin Clark, she might be the GOAT, but you talking about a girl that's 7'3"? Look at this. I hope I just didn't get demonetized for that 3 seconds. Look at that. That's a person in the WNBA who is like 7 foot, but she don't play for some reason. I don't know why exactly. I've looked at. We'll go back to this draft tab here. What else do we got here? And as a fresh also says, chill Van Lee, because Van Lee said it's crazy. Brunson been on the Knicks for 2 years, has all his homies. Bam here, almost a decade, can't get one. Okay, but how many finals appearances the Knicks got? I don't know. That's all I'm gonna say, chat. That's all I'm gonna say here. Let me read through some more of these comments here. They said this is a weak draft for a reason. I don't like that though, man, because they said the same thing about the 2013 draft, man, or not the 2013. What draft had Giannis? They had said the same thing about the draft that had Giannis. I'm gonna look up what draft it was. Oh, it was the 2013 draft. Okay, so let me switch here and look who ended up coming out of the 2013 draft. You had obviously the top pick was bad. That's why they said it was a weak draft, because nobody knew, there wasn't a consensus number one. But you had Victor Oladipo. You had, who else? Otto Porter's a good player. Cody Zeller is a bum. Get the hell out of my city. Alex Len is a bum who got dunked on by Hassan Whiteside. Then he fought his ass. Pope, obviously, is a great player. Kentavious. CJ McCollum, borderline all-star. Steven Adams, one of the best, bigs in this league. Kelly Olynyk, great rotational big. One of the best players of all time in Giannis. Dennis Schroeder, my guy, Shane Larkin from the U. So there is gems in a draft like this. It just might not be at the top of the draft. It might be around 15, which is where Giannis is picked. Giannis was picked, and coincidentally, exactly where the Miami Heat pick as well. So that is promising. If you were ever gonna pick 15 in the draft, I take it back, chat. The 2013 draft is probably the worst draft in NBA history. The biggest bum of all time was taken in that draft, chat. Forget everything I said about sleepers in the draft in 2013. No, terrible draft. Forget everything I said. Anyone else of note here? No. Let's go back to this page here. That was funny as shit. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Shout out to my guy Amir, team to beat Miami Heat. We got all the homies in here today. Make sure y'all subscribe to my guy's channel for additional Heat content. He thinks I've been ducking him. I'm not ducking him. He does not stay in South Florida, but I told him when he comes back in town, hit me up so we could hoop. He did not hit me up in time. Or maybe he did, and I just missed the message. I don't know. But because I did miss it a couple times. My bad, Amir. I don't do it on purpose. We definitely going to get to collab soon, too. But I want to do an IRL hooping collab. So shout out to my guy Amir. Make sure y'all tap in with his content as well. Some more stuff on the hold on, he's talking about Ronald Holland's knees buckled. But Joel noticed you have the Whiteside shirt on in the thumbnail, and you thought we wouldn't notice. Okay, hold on, chat. I'm gonna be back in 10 seconds because I gotta. Y'all think that's the only Whiteside shirt I have? Hold on, chat. So yes, and oh shit, fuck. Oh fuck, I just stepped on this. I just stepped on a charger. Fuck, that shit. That's what I get for liking Hassan Whiteside. Shame on me, right? So in the thumbnail of this video, I was wearing this shirt right here, which, yes, it is not a Dwayne Dedman shirt. It is a Hassan Whiteside shirt. But y'all want to see something crazy, chat? I got not one, but 2 Hassan Whiteside shirts. Why am I still in this one? Let me go back up over here. I got 2 Hassan Whiteside shirts. Look how dope this thing is, though, man. Tell me this ain't clean as shit. Who we got in there? He dunking on, is that Towns? Or is that Kevin Love? Can't see from here. He dunking on, I think it's Wiggins. Who's number 32? That's Towns, right? I don't care. Yeah, the dope Heat shirt here. Hassan Whiteside. And then we got, of course, the jersey as well, because I got to represent my boy, Hassan Whiteside. I have a lot of shirts, actually. No one's actually ever commented this, but I wear like the same 2 hoodies in almost every video. It's only because I record very late at night, and usually I'm just wearing like a lounge around shirt, you know, like oversized t-shirt, pajamas, whatever you want to call it. And I don't feel like changing into another shirt, so I just throw the hoodie over whatever I have on. If anyone was wondering, I have an entire closet of clothes over there, and I don't feel like messing up my tripod to show you. I will show y'all one more, just because I saw it when I got my Whiteside shirt. All right, two more shirts. One, tell me this isn't the cleanest shirt. Where is it? It fell off the hanger. Tell me this isn't the cleanest shirt that y'all ever seen in your life. Look at this. Boom, dog. The Birdman, bro. Tell me this ain't the... Bro, I rock the hell out of this shirt, man. Tell me this shit ain't clean, bro. I know y'all want this shirt, bro. There's some high quality print in there too, man. This one is fresh. And then I also picked up this one recently on Etsy, actually. Y'all know behind me right here, my favorite player of all time. I got the Hakeem Olajuwon Funko Pop. I picked up this retro Hakeem Olajuwon shirt here too. Tell me this ain't clean, chat. I love it. I definitely gotta rep this one more often. 100%. Now let's get back to basketball talk. I didn't click on your stream to look at your wardrobe. Yeah, thank you, chat. Thank you for pointing that out. Just kidding. I don't know if anyone said that, but that's how I read comments in my head. Not just kidding. Not all the time. Let me just put these ladies down real quick. Yes. No, I do appreciate all comments, positive and negative, because it is all constructive at the end of the day. Fresh Radio says Swider needs to make 10 times increase this summer. You talking money? You talking height? You talking shot percentage? What are you talking about? Amir says, bro, when I was 25, I hooped every day. You wouldn't be able to hang with me when I was that age and athletic. What you say? You retired now, Amir? You ducking the smoke? You giving excuses before we even stepped on the court, Amir? What's going on? I thought we was doing this one-on-one. What's going on, man? Franton Hendricks, appreciate the love. Monty, oh, you a hooper, Monty? He said, I still hoop. It be hot as fuck, though. Bro, at the court by my house, they be getting there at like 5:30, which one sucks for me because, like, I get off work at 5, so I have to rush home, get right to the court. Fortunately, it's by my house, so I get there right about 5:30 before it gets too crowded. But it's so hot. And when I grew up in Broward at my home court over there, we didn't start running till like 6:30, right? So when the sun's starting to come down, and it was nice. Now over here, I play 1 or 2 games, my shirt's already drenched, and I gotta start bringing a second shirt with me just because it's so hot outside, and they start running so early that my shirt just gets drenched. But yeah, I mean, it's nice hooping early because then I get home, 7:38, and my entire night's not over because I have to edit these videos and such. Clifford Sylvian says, would you trade for Brooke Lopez or Chris Middleton? I'll tell you this, Brooke Lopez, no. I know that was a rumor that's been going around. A lot of Heat fans love it. And in theory, it is awesome. He is a true 7-footer that could block shots and hit the 3. But if y'all are not aware, let me look up Brooke Lopez here. Brooke Lopez is not as young as you think he is. He is, let's pull this up here. This is 36, chat. Like, is that what we want to do? We want to add a 36-year-old who was already slow to begin with? I don't think so. And on top of that, yes, the Heat need size because why? Because our rebounding was so bad. But Brook Lopez is 7 foot. He's a terrible rebounder. Look at his rebounding numbers. 5 boards a game last year. Career average is 6. His line on Prize Picks is usually 5.5. That's not good for a 7-footer that's playing 30-plus minutes a night. Getting 5 boards a game. That's just not something I really want, especially at this age. If it was 3 years ago, fine, because the Heat still needed some interior defense and just a tall guy to start next to Bam to space the floor. I get it, like they tried with Myers Leonard. Obviously, that didn't work out. I don't think it'd work out with this current day Brook Lopez. Now, Chris Middleton, I would love on this Heat team. I just know there's some injury concerns, so I want to check his games played last year. And see, these numbers concern me, man. Like, fit-wise, awesome. I mean, you're talking about a guy, was averaging 20 points a night, multiple seasons, 3-time All-Star, was efficient as all hell. Look at this, 49% last year, 38% from 3. The year prior wasn't great, but I know he was hurt. He's a great player, would fit perfect on the team, can score the ball, right? But if you look at his games played last season, 55 games. Let me remove your chat, Clifford, so they can see. 55 games played last year. 33 before that. 66, 68, 67. Hasn't played over 68 games in, what's that, almost 5-6 years? And the Heat, I heard someone call them Hospital Heat the other day. That's a great name for it. For a team that already has injury concerns, I want to try to stay away from those guys. I really do. I can't be getting more of those guys. Monty2K says, yo, Ann, I'm going to need you to collab with Nick Rolhoff from Chat Sports. I'm working on something very special about that. If you weren't here earlier, I kind of revealed it. It's a skit where I parody him. I did not ask for his permission, and I've never hit him up. I don't know my goal of doing that parody. It's not to be mean. It's, I like Nick. It's just to maybe get his attention. Because truthfully, I would like to do a duo collab. He comes on a video for my channel. I do a video on his. Kind of like I did with Ernest of Heat Talk, and like I will do with Amir of Team to Beat Miami Heat. I see his comment here. Yeah, we've been trying to collab. Because I'm at a point where I'm trying to obviously grow my channel. And Nick has a really big fan base over there with Chat Sports. So truthfully, I would love to get on his channel to kind of get some more exposure that way. And I feel like maybe I could get some more respect of his if like he was to see me do something pretty cool and parody him in a way that's also like, let's go. We got another subscriber. That's what I'm talking about, baby. Let's go. So if I could kind of, parody his channel in a way that's respectful, I think that maybe he would respect that. And then maybe allow him on his channel as well. What else do we got here? Team to Beat Miami Heat has a interview with AYS, aka Amazon. Oh, dope, bro. What you gonna be doing with Amazon? What you gonna be doing? That's dope. Creole King said that Zach Edey is an unskilled Yao Ming. Yeah, that's kind of funny. I do get you there. Depot, man. I've seen a lot of Depot talk coming around Twitter over these last couple of days, man. And I would like Depot back. I'm not going to lie to you. Obviously, if he was prime Depot, he would be, everything this Heat team can want. But he hasn't played in years or like a year now. And he has the injury concerns. So it's hypocritical in almost every way, except for the fact that I have an emotional attachment to Depot, man. That's my dude, bro. He was awesome. Gotta love Vic, bro. What else we got here? Yeah, let's talk about De'Aaron Fox for a second, man. There's some rumors that he does not want to re-sign or sign his extension with Sacramento because it's already way past midnight. So y'all, this is a bonus time for y'all. Make sure y'all subscribe and leave a like. And I just realized I can see we have like a lot of people watching on Twitter. If you're on Twitter, come to the YouTube side. Hit subscribe, man. I do greatly appreciate it a ton. But what else do we got here? De'Aaron Fox. So he said he wants to go to a place where winning is the priority and he can win at a high level. That sounds like Miami. I would absolutely love De'Aaron Fox on this team, particularly because he really upped his three-point shooting last season. I'll go ahead and pull up his numbers for you guys here. I think he was at about like 37% last season, and that's exactly what he was at, 36.9 on almost 8 attempts. Super high volume, very good percentage. The couple years prior from 3 was not great, but this is not a small sample size, guys. You're talking about 74 games played, 8 attempts a night, 37% sample size. That does not sound like a fluke to me at all. If you want to have some fun, we can open up the Fanspo trade machine real quick and just see what's going on here. This is I'll give you guys a little behind the scenes of my process when I do these trade machine stuff. But usually what I do first is I look up the contract of the guy that I'm trying to trade for, just to see if it makes sense and if there's like a player option or anything sort of like that. So I think you guys can see on stream here. Perfect. So De'Aaron Fox gets paid almost $35 million this season. Okay, so he still does have 2 more years left on his contract. So if the Kings were gonna trade him, I guess it makes sense to do it now, because if he was an expiring contract, he would have less value because the team may be more reluctant to trade for him since he could walk in free agency, whereas anyone that trades for him now knows they have at least 2 years with him. So let's say Fox asks out. I could see the Kings obliging by that instead of waiting another season. So let's go back to this trade machine right here. And we got Fox making $35 million. Obviously, Tyler Hero would be part of this deal, and you would just need to make up like another $5 million plus picks. So again, this is probably going to be something similar to sort of what a Trae Young trade would be. So even if you want to throw in, they're going to need one of the young guys. I don't think that gets it done money-wise, though. I think the Heat still need to throw more money. No, I guess not. That does get it done money-wise there. Yeah. So it would be something like that, and it would be the picks, man. You would do number 15 this year, and then you could do, 29? So this is kind of what I'm envisioning for a Trae Young trade as well. Would I throw in Nikola Jovic and Jaime Jaquez into this? I don't think so. I mean, maybe. I don't want to underrate how good Fox is. He's really, really good, man. He really, really is. We can go back to his numbers here for a second. I got to pull the basketball reference back up here. I mean, you're talking about a guy that is good for the win now and for the future. De'Aaron Fox is only 26. He's obviously very good friends with Bam. College teammates, played together at Kentucky. And last season, man, almost 27 points per game, 46% from the field, the 37% from 3, 2 steals a night, led the league in steals. So obviously he's a good on-ball defender, 6 assists a night, 5 rebounds. That's a good player, man, especially you talking a Heat team that they slow as hell, and I'm desperate to just add some speed to them, some transition offense. We know how bad the Heat was on the fast breaks last year. Fox would fix all of that. I probably even like him better than Trae Young. I think I do. Even though I really like the facilitating of Trae. I really do. But I got to go with Fox, man. If anything, just to keep Bam happy. Like Van Lee was saying earlier, we got none of Bam's homies. Let's get one of Bam's homies, man. And Fox is 6'3", 185. I think Trae Young is like 164. So Fox weighs 20 pounds more than him. So there's a pretty nice size differential there. Even though Trae Young still averages 1.3 steals a game. I guess that doesn't mean necessarily you're a good perimeter defender. I'm sure Fox plays a lot of passing lanes and stuff like that. But yeah, I would love De'Aaron Fox on this team. I would absolutely love it. What else do we got here? Sure, it's fire. Appreciate you, my boy. What else do we got here? I love Tristan da Silva. Tristan da Silva is a guy. Man, I'll get back to you, my boy Monty. F what you talking about, because we got a $20 from my boy Scale Daddy, a.k.a. the Nasty Man, a.k.a. Darius. I miss your likes because stupid Elon Musk got rid of them on Twitter. My boy Darius Jordan, who said Nasty Man support my guy Darius. I do greatly, greatly appreciate you. The supports of all kinds goes a long way, monetary or not, because my goal is to do this content creation thing full time one day. And it's the supports, whether it's the likes, the comments, just the viewership, or these monetary donations. It really does show me that people are messing with the channel, and that all the time and effort I've put into this is worth it. And it's really, really cool to see. And I cannot say my appreciation enough. And Darius, you got to start some kind of Patreon, my guy, because you can't see likes. Likes are private on Twitter now. How am I supposed to do what I got to do without your like section, my boy? It's unfortunate, man. Elon Musk really messed us up all over there, man. He did us dirty. Let me scroll back up. I scrolled past a lot of comments here. What else we got here? Okay. I read these comments. I read these comments. Damn, Monty says it's about to be over 100 degrees tomorrow. Amir's 38. Sheesh. Damn, that's a lose-lose for me, Amir, when we play one-on-one, because if we play one-on-one and I win, then I beat a 38-year-old. I'm also 26. Which, first off, 38 is not old, Amir. Don't give me that crap. I hoop with guys who are 38 all the time, right? Like 38 and older all the time. So stop trying to put in these built-in excuses, man, because that's not that old. But anyways, if I win, I beat a 38-year-old. If I lose, I lost to a 38-year-old. So I see what you're doing there. Let me get through the rest of these comments. Lopez for 20 minutes could definitely work. Maybe, but I mean, he's probably going to want a lot of money, man. Right? I don't know. Like, I really loved when the Heat got PJ Tucker, but I kind of was ready to let him walk too, because I wanted speed. I wanted youthfulness, athleticism. And that's not what PJ Tucker was. That's not what Brook Lopez is. I just think the Heat sort of need to change their ideology with how things are done in today's NBA. And yes, the toughness and Heat culture and all that stuff is great, but it's a different league nowadays, man. This is an exaggeration, Van Lee. And again, I'm not hating, because all Heat fans are coping at this point. I get it. But he said Jimmy's gone. The Mikal trade sealed that. Miami's not coming out the East with home court. Not with these Knicks and Boston teams. Maybe. I don't know. Who knows? Let me see what else we got here. Bam gonna be recruiting at the Olympics. Underrated points, Monty, because that's one of the best things about Bam being recruited is or being in the Olympics, so he can recruit. How do y'all think Bosh, LeBron, and Wade got together? They've told that story many times of them talking back in the Olympics. Why not trade Terry Duncan and picks for Fox? Yeah, you could. I mean, I guess it just really values what the Kings want more. Do they like Tyler Hero as an asset? Do they prefer Terry Rozier because they want to win now and think Terry's better along with Duncan Robinson? I don't know. I don't think Terry Duncan and 2 picks is enough for Fox. I mean, Fox is an absolute cornerstone for that Kings team. Excuse me. And I don't think that they would trade their cornerstone without getting another nice young piece back. You know, I really think Jaime and or Jovic would have to be in that deal. Oh, Amir said scroll back up. No excuses. He's claiming victory. I like that, Amir. We gonna get that one-on-one. Next time you back in town from San Fran, my boy, we gonna get this done. And we will collab in the meantime, a channel thing. So, again, if y'all just looking for more Heat content, my boy Amir definitely got you there. I want to go back to, let's go back to Twitter, see if there was any other tweets that we missed here. Any interesting notifications here? No, none at all. Y'all can follow me on Twitter too while you're here. I'm not really grinding out the Twitter like I am the YouTube, but I am 949 subs away if anyone cares about that sort of thing. Or no, I'm at 949 subs, so 51 from 1,000, which would be cool. But most importantly, subscribe to the YouTube, man. We trying to hit 5K subs by the start of next season, and I can't do without y'all. Appreciate the support. What else? Anything interesting here? The Brooklyn Nets will get a almost $22 million trade exception for trading Mikal Bridges. They already got a ton of cap space as is. Now they even got a bigger monster trade exception for you. What else we got here? That's funny as hell.
Licking my chops.
That's funny as hell, man.
Know what that means? Licking
my chops. Yeah, Tom Thibodeau about to have a field day with that. KD replied to this user shortly after rumors of him being traded to Houston started to circulate. KD so sorry. Look at what his reputation is now. Well, check ball then. Sheesh, that boy coming for the smoke. Embiid got to be sick watching these teams scheme in his conference every summer. Listen, 76ers are the only true contender with cap space, man. So they could make some moves. Now, for a Heat fan's perspective, I'm hoping they get Paul George because I think he's a habitual playoff choker. And I think it'd be really funny to watch that team lose in the second round again, or before the second round again. They lost in the first round this season, but this time with Paul George. Shout out to Bill Zito, man. What'd he say? Almost forgot this clip. Finally being able to have some fun with the water bottle toss.
Congratulations, thank you.
Bro, Bill Zito was getting lit during that Panthers game yesterday, man. Shout out to Bill Zito, man. Listen, Bill Zito did what had to be done for the Panthers, man. They had a hometown favorite in Jonathan Huberdeau, but they traded him for the young, excited, defensive-minded Matthew Tkachuk to really, change the philosophy. That's what I want the Heat to do, man. And I don't know if Pat Riley has that relentlessness in him no more because he hasn't shown it. I love Tyler Hero. I'm sure the front office loves Tyler Hero, right? And he's, been a guy in Miami for a while. But does Spoelstra have it in him does Pat Riley have it in him to trade Tyler Hero for, something that fits better? You know what I mean? Or at least trade whoever to really change the philosophy of what this team is. It's the opposite of the Panthers, right? The Panthers were a super high-scoring team, getting all these goals, and they got Tkachuk, got that toughness. And now they win in the Stanley Cup Game 7 with a 2-1 filthy with the defense to end the job. Shout out to Sergei Bobrovsky. Can the Heat do the opposite? Can the Heat trade, some of these gritty defenders like Caleb Martin and Hayward Highsmith to get some buckets? I'd like to see that, and maybe feature Tyler Hero more. I don't know. I don't want to be hypocritical and say get offense, but then trade Tyler Hero. You know what I mean? Bruh, Jalen Hart, Brunson, DiVincenzo, and Mikal Bridges hopped on FaceTime real quick. Man, they all just seem like such good dudes, man. I can't be out here saying nothing nice about the Knicks, bro, but they seem like good dudes, man. I can't lie to you. Except Josh Hart. We hate Josh Hart forever. Pat Riley watching teams get better by the hour, but he's too busy believing Tyler Hero because Jack Harlow made a song about him. Ha ha ha. So funny. Not really. Hey, Argentina won. That's what my boy Thomas was screaming, dog. Let's go. Did they score late or something? Because it was it was 0-0 last time I went in his room to check. The Knicks own 24th and 25th picks in this year's draft. So they still got 2 first-round picks this year? You mean they made a trade and they didn't even send this year's picks? So theoretically, they could still get a Khalil Ware or something to get size? Oh, my God. That's tough. That's tough as hell. All right, let me go back to these comments, and then I'm going to finish the stream here tonight. I appreciate y'all. He said, you think Terrence Shannon slips to us in the second round? Just posted a video about Terrence Shannon today. Absolutely love him. Bit of an older prospect, which I like. I think he's ready to play now. Athletic as all hell. Provides that speed and, youthfulness that I was talking about. It was decent shooting the 3-ball last season, but lives on getting to the rim. All things that I really like. 6'6", 6'7", very switchable. I think all those qualities are too good for him to slip to the second round. I do. Now, maybe he slips to the early second round, like 31, 32, and in that case, the Heat could maybe trade up, and without giving up any first-round picks. Or I don't know what they have to trade. I don't think they have many second-round picks either, actually, because of bad asset management. But yeah, what was I going to say? Maybe they could trade up, but I don't think he falls to 43. No, I don't. What do you think about Mitchell to the Heat? I think July 6th will be a very interesting day because I'm unsure if Mitchell's actually able to extend now or can't wait till July 7th. It depends on some players. But if we just want to say July 7th to be safe, if he doesn't sign that day, I think it's time to get excited. Because there's no debate, there's no discussion here, there's no negotiation. The Cavs say, here's your max contract, please sign it. And if he doesn't, it could be time that he walks. Amir says, do I prefer Holland or Khalil Ware? Again, I think I'm going to stick with my top 5 prospects here. I know I didn't, fully research Ron Holland yet, but I know who he is. He's a 6'7" player, great defensive, can get to the rim. The jump shot, his knees buckle in. We did the demonstration earlier if you missed it. So I do prefer Khalil Ware. To recap my rankings, Isaiah Collier, Deron Holmes, Tristan Da Silva, Khalil Ware, Jared McCain, Devin Carter, honorable mention, I guess, even though it looks like he'll be gone. But I do prefer Kalu Ware. And Amir did correct me here. He says Donovan Mitchell is eligible to sign now, whereas Jimmy has to wait till July 7th. Okay, that is what I heard from Anthony Chang as well. So, but see, I don't want to say we should get excited because Mitchell can sign now and he didn't. I also think Bam is able to sign now, if I remember correctly. And why wouldn't the Heat extend Bam right away either? You know what I mean? I don't know. Anyways, I think I'm going to start to wrap up this stream. But before you guys get out of here, let me say one thing. If you are new here, I just want to say I greatly appreciate you a lot. Like, seriously, this was super fun. And it's really dope that I could sit here at past midnights in South Florida and have almost 400 people listen to me talk. It's so cool. And I love the community that we're building over here. I think it's the dopest thing. I think we have the best Heat community on the internet. And I really hope that y'all enjoy the content. And if you are new here, subscribe because I'll be coming to you with videos all off season. The grind will not stop. And I have all kind of plans here to keep us different over here. I got skits planned. I got songs planned. And of course, I'll be covering all the news and rumors and putting my own little touch on everything. So I do greatly appreciate the support. Again, I try to keep it entertaining over here, try to keep it high quality, and I try to keep it knowledgeable as well. If those seems like things you enjoy and you're a Heat fan, hit subscribe, like the video. All that stuff helps me out a lot. Again, the dream is to do this full time one day. Right now, I'm an engineer, structural engineer. I love it. But content creation is my dream. And the support's been great over these last few seasons. So do appreciate all the support a lot. I got all kinds of exciting stuff coming up. And I think wait, we got one last thing. He said, brother, did you go to Nova? If you're talking about Nova High School, yes, I did. Do I know a Mo from Nova High School? I know a Mo from FGCU. Are you talking about Nova High School or Nova University? Because I did go to Nova High School. Did we go to school together, Mo? Let me know in like the next. Yeah. Were we in the same? Well, I do know. No, never mind. I can't. It's not that, Mo. Were we in the same class? I was class of 2016, Mo. What class were you in? See, this is what I talk about when I say I love the Heat community here, because you never know what coincidences are going to arise. You were class of 2016? I just like to troll you, my guy. What? Were you class of 2016 or not? Because if you weren't class of 2016, I probably don't know you. Mo who then? Do you feel comfortable sharing your last name on the comment section? Or are you going to make me look through the yearbook and keep going through all the names until I find a Mo? I read your comment. You said terrible take, brother. Yeah, whatever. That's probably one of the nicest comments I've ever gotten. But Mo who? Mo, are you going to say Mo Nuts? Santiago, my guy. Your name is Mo Santiago? Or are you saying that Santiago is your guy because Santiago is also my guy? Once again, shout out my guy Santi Go to Gaming. Y'all saw him in the comments earlier today. But yeah, I mean, we could still keep talking for another minute. I like streaming. Truthfully, I'm not tired at all. Mo, answer the question, Mo. What is your last name? What is your social security? No, I'm just kidding. Don't give it that information. But Mo who, man? Mo who? I know it's Santiago. Are you talking about Santiago Ramos of Santi Goated Gaming? This man Mo's gonna make me look through the whole yearbook. Yes, I know Santiago Ramos. Who are you? I'm asking who you are, Mo. I know who Santiago is. What was it gonna say? Let me go back up here. I think the Heat select Bronny. Oh, I would love Bronny. Because listen, I don't think yes, I've balled with a lot of people, Mo. I'm asking what your last name is, or give me something else to help differentiate you, because I've hooped with a ton of people. I would love Bronny, dog. Let me tell you why. Because first off, I want LeBron. And for a second, I thought with the whole Dan Hurley, JJ Redick stuff, I thought that maybe it would get messy enough where LeBron would want to ask out. Like, first they're getting JJ, then they're getting Dan Hurley, then they're getting JJ. But no, JJ is not interested. And if it would have just blew up in the Lakers' face and they end up getting some nobody as coach, I could have seen LeBron asking out. And in that case, I would have seen him being like, you know what? I like Miami. They got Bronny James. Let's go back home to Miami. And I would have loved it. But at this point, I only wanted Bronny with the hopes of using it as a bargaining chip to get LeBron. But now that the Lakers hired LeBron's podcast co-host to be the head coach, I don't think LeBron's going anywhere anytime soon. And for a guy that's 40, do I want him at 42? Probably, but that's a thing for another day. Mo said we balled during. Mo, do you know I've been balling for a very long time? Give me something to differentiate yourself from. I know a lot of Mo's. I'm sorry, Mo. I know a lot of Mo's. He said, who's my favorite Heat player? Well, if you're talking all time, it's Hassan Whiteside. We went through that a little bit earlier if you weren't here. I don't know if I want to rehash that because I don't want to piss a lot of people off. But right now, it's probably Jimmy. Gotta love Jimmy Butler. Got the signed jersey behind me here, which crazy enough, I won in a contest, like deadass. It was one of those, on the Heat app, they be doing trivia once in a while. And at the end, it says, submit the sweepstakes to win something, right? So I hit it, right? A couple weeks later, I get an email saying, oh, congrats, you won Heat signed memorabilia, right? Send us your address, we'll send it over to you. So I'm like, cool. I'm thinking I'm going to get like a Gabe Vincent signed sock or like a Caleb Martin signed headband, right? A month later, a package shows up at my door. It's a freaking signed Jimmy Butler Vice jersey. How cool is that, dog? Oh, I was so hyped. Because in the email, it just said signed Heat merch. So that was lit as hell. Giov, Ron says, so if you're in the Miami Heat front office, what are you doing? Mentioned this a little bit earlier. Trae Young is the guy that I would target in terms of realistic and a guy that I really like. I don't really want to sit around and wait for Donovan Mitchell like the Heat did for Dame last season, and they ended up screwing themselves over. Mo said we balled outside your crib. You used to get cramped up. Are you Michael Moser? Is that who you are? Because you could have told me your name is Mike. Because the only people that ever pulled up to my crib to hoop was a few people. I remember a Michael Moser. There was also a Jeremy. He came, and then all my other homeboys that I keep in touch with to this day. We used to ball. This is first time. This is he definitely knows because I used to get cramped up all the time. Who Mo? The only people that ever came to my crib to hoop was like Lynn and Jeremy and Michael and Santi. Mo, do you have a last name for me? Or what's going on here? What are you scared that the government's gonna look you up? You can't have your first and last name out there? You gonna make me look through the yearbook for Mo? Are you even Mohammed? I'm gonna be looking for Mo and it's Mohammed the whole time? Help me out here. What else we got? Do you leave the Heat with trade Jimmy? I do not. I think that Jimmy Butler also ends up getting his extension. And personally, I don't want to trade Jimmy, but I also don't want to give him that extension. I would rather wait a season and Mo. No, I thought I knew who Mo was for a second. I'd rather wait to see how the season plays out before giving Jimmy Butler his extension. But then there's always the chance you piss him off by doing that. So I probably would end up just giving him his money, and I think the Heat do that also. Mo said he feels offended. I do, but you hate me. I'm not a Mo. Wait, so your name is not Mo? Or what is your name then? If I go look through the yearbook and I go to Nova class of 2016, am I not going to see a Mo? I don't know, man. What else do we got here? Did I miss any comments here? Mario said, I feel like the Heat getting Donovan Mitchell might... Mario said, I feel like the Heat getting Donovan Mitchell might have gotten higher. Oh, the chance of Heat getting Donovan Mitchell? Well, the fact he's apparently been eligible to sign that extension and he hasn't, I would say so. Mo said, this is a burner account. I regret being a dick to you. Mo, DM me on Twitter then. And my handle is @AnthonyD_Heat. I guess that's also my handle on Instagram. DM me on Twitter or Instagram so I can remember who you are. Because obviously if you have a burner account, how am I supposed to know who you are? You're using a burner account. I don't know. Bro, this is my favorite comment. I get it once in a while. It's my absolute favorite. Shout out to Tyler Boy 19. Who's that in the profile pic? Is that JoJo Siwa? I'm sorry. I don't think it is actually. Yeah. Tap in on IG, Mo. At Anthony D _Heat. Because Tobin, back to this comment. Tobin is my absolute favorite. I've been listening to Tobin for a decade now, since he was the producer on Hawkman and Zaslow. That's how long I've been listening to Tobin. Then of course he got his own show. He got a 3rd hour. He got a 4th hour. I've been listening ever since. And he's my all-time favorite. He follows me on Twitter. We've gone back and forth many times over the years. I had him on a podcast on The Basement one time. Tobin, legit the nicest dude ever. I really, really want to do more content with him, but I know he's very busy. And I kind of want to build this channel up to the point where it would be more beneficial for him to do it. You know what I mean? I feel bad asking for a favor for him to come on my channel when there's not much for him to get out of it. You know what I mean? Especially since he's big time, man. Like, he's Tobes, bro. Like, he's big time. You know what I mean? So if I could get this to a point where, like, I'm consistently getting, thousands of views a video, I could go to Tobe and say, hey, look, I know you're trying to grow what you're doing. Maybe I can help you out. Let's just have a good time. If anything, we have a good time. Because like I said, I've talked with Tobin on the Basements podcast, Random Scrub Heat podcast, and it was awesome, like awesome. What else do we got here? Which role player do you think fits the Miami Heat? On any team? The guy I always go to is Dorian Finney-Smith, bro. Like, Dorian Finney-Smith was like, I mean, he's not as good a three-point shooter last year as he was a couple years prior. I think like 2 years ago, he shot like 40% from three in back-to-back seasons, actually. He's dropped down to about 35% after that. But you talking about a guy that's elite in the corners for spacing, a guy that's a switchable defender, 1 through 4. That's Dorian Finney-Smith, and I think they could get him at a cheap, cheap price. Mo, what don't you understand? You said we balled all the time, but you're using a burner account. How am I supposed to know who you are? You're using a burner account, Mo. At least tell me your real name. Or DM me on Instagram. You said you came across your IG and saw the YouTube link. At least DM me on Instagram, man. You know how, look, I'm refreshing my Instagram right now. I don't see you on here, Mo. You know how many people me and Santi used to ball with? Here, this is what I'm going to do for y'all. I'm going to show y'all. This is crazy. I can't believe I'm about to show y'all this, actually. I'm going to go to YouTube here. And I have this, it's not a burner account YouTube channel, but it's a YouTube channel where I post like a bunch of my basketball clips and stuff to share with people and stuff. And I have like, because I be recording sometimes when we play, like this game right here was like at midnight before my boy Hector moved back to Chicago. So we went out to hoop for one last time at midnight, whatnot. And sometimes we do these private runs at this very, very popular court in Fort Lauderdale. So when we do private runs, we'd be recording stuff. But I have very, very old videos on here of me hooping. And I have one. So check this out. So this is me and Santi 10 years ago, man. Let me see. This is 10 years ago. So this is me and Santi. And this, you can see, this is when I was very, very, very fat. And first off, please don't think that this is how I hoop anymore. Because 10 years ago, I was 16, chat, and we were obviously ass as hell. But yes, this is a very young me and Santi of Santi Go to Gaming, just hooping it up, man. Look at that. I still got that one-legged Dirk fadeaway. Ew, that's the ugliest shot I ever seen in my life, dog. But check this out. This was a year later. So basically, I lost 111 pounds in 10 months. In 10 months, I did it. And this was the next year. And you can see how much skinnier I was back then. Still ass as hell back then because I was still young and still trying to get into my body. Look how ugly the jump shot form was back then, chat. The form was disgusting, bro. Ew. Still cast, though. But obviously, I've put a lot of work into my jumper since then. And I think I have an actual mixtape on here I could look through. Like, for example, all right, this one is still kind of old. This one is from 2021, but you can see a little bit of a versatility in there, a little bit of a sidestep 3 there. Look, that's beautiful form, chat. Not that Ron Holland chat, the Ron Holland, what he was doing earlier, buckling his knees in. Nah, this is pure. Look at that. So we get the pass from my boy Will, the quick 1-2 dribble, sidestep. Textbook follow through. That's perfect. Of course, cash is always. And to be honest, I'm 10 times better now than I was in 2021. That was 3 years ago. I mean, I've been hooping almost every day since. This was the first adult league I've ever been in. Just a nice little pick and roll to my boy John there, who, of course, finished the layup for me. For no reason, had to do the little scoop jelly Kyrie. Pump fake. This man fouled the hell out of my ass. No call. Don't matter. Pull up 3 in transition. Cash. Call me Tyler Hero. Pussy. What else we got here? 1 3 in the game. 2 3 in the game. Third 3 of the game. Another one, chat? No, I guess not. Little Euro floater there. What else we got here? Little yeet. Where you going, boy? Little hook shot. I'm telling you, man, I'm not just a shooter. Get into the paint there. Nice little floater a la Trae Young. Corner 3. Splash. See, that form kind of ugly, too. Pump fake. Little and one. Again, no call. Little nice reverse drive here. I'm telling you, man, little nice Euro here again. I didn't really like this league. This was at the YMs. Oh, I crossed his ass, but it was just out of frame. I was so mad. Little nice left-hand finish there with a nice little steal. Finger roll, I believe. I didn't like this league, man. Those refs were crooked as hell. Oh, I think in this game I hit like 4 or 5 threes. Oh, yeah, bro. So I hit 5 threes in this game, right? This dude with the tats was talking hella shit, bro. Like, oh, who guarding this guy? This guy fucking sucks. All he does is shoot. And I said, bitch, come guard me then. Boom. Man, full facial, hand in the face. Does it matter? No, it doesn't matter, chat. No, it doesn't fucking matter. You know why? Because I'm cash, boy. All mad. Get your ass out of there. Little Jordan to the side. Bro, I was so mad at this one. You could see me look back at the ref, and then I was like, come on, man, what you doing? The refs are crooked as hell at the YMCA, man. Look, you could see this one. I had to go up lefty here because they was grabbing my right arm, man. They was grabbing my whole right arm. Let me go in slow motion so you can see the foul. Look, okay, you had a guy jump on my back here. This guy hit me with his body in the front, and I still finished over 4 people with the left hand, man. Tell me that wasn't tough. I hope Amir is still in here watching because that's what I'm going to do to you. If I'm scoring on 4 big men in the paint with the left hand, what you think I'm going to do to you, Amir? What you think I'm going to do to you? And keep in mind, this 3 years ago right here. I'm 10 times the player now, man. I wish I could feel more than I can, man. If I told you I'm still hooping, man, like 5-6 times a week. And if I actually was able to film those games, dog, it would be some good stuff, man. This one looked like I stopped on a highlight of mine, did I? Let me see. I got my boy Hector on. Ew, that form was disgusting. How did that go in? Ew. Look at that form. Look at my follow through on that. Bro, we were hooping on midnight at midnight, and we were all rusty as hell, not tired. Do not judge my ugly ass form on that, even though that shit still went in. But yeah, like I was saying, I hoop almost every night. If I could get like my like runs, film on my runs, I'm telling y'all, bro, I'll be making some highlights, man. I'll be making some fucking bro. The other day, so I stole this we were playing with some old heads at a new court a couple weeks ago, right, in Naples. But I heard an old guy say this, so I stole it. So I was going to hit a game winner, right? I'm coming down the court in transition. I pull it's a tough game too, right? We're going back and forth, right? Because we play deuces. And I pull up 3 feet behind the line. And right as I shoot it, right when the ball released my hands, I said, thank you guys for coming out. Bang! Cash the game winner, ho. Started dying laughing, man. And if I could have got that on video, chat, man, that would have been so funny, man. That would have been so funny. Let me see what else we got going on here. What is it about Dorian Finney-Smith? Am I missing something? Are you not a fan, bro? You gonna make me pull up the Dorian Finney-Smith numbers real quick? Is this what we're about to do at? Bro, I've been going for over an hour from what I said I was going to. Let's pull up these Dorian Finney-Smith's stats. Let me switch my tab here right quick. Okay. So last season wasn't great, right? His first full season in Brooklyn, 35%. Numbers not great, right? And even the year before, not great either. But he was traded mid-season, 34% from 3. It's tough, right? He's in a new situation. It's tough. But just the year before that, 2022, not that long ago, 40% from 3 on 5 attempts. The year before, 39% from 3 on 5 attempts. He's only 30 years old, right in the middle of his prime. 6'7", 220. He would be perfect 4 next to Bam. Could guard some of these other players, sort of in like that PJ Tucker role. Now, yes, ideally, I would like someone who is actually big, because earlier I said I'm tired of getting guys who are just who play bigger than they are. That's what Dorian Finney-Smith does. But if you're talking about a guy who doesn't have a lot of trade value, then that's the guy, right? That's the guy, man. Let me see what else we got here. What else we got here? Paige Buchers. Oh my God, I'm sorry, Tyler. Did I call Paige Buchers JoJo Siwa? That's crazy. Hold up. No disrespect to Paige Buchers, bro. She would bust my ass one-on-one. She's tough as shit, bro. From UConn, man. She's tough as hell. I love Paige, though. No disrespect to her or JoJo Siwa, I suppose. GOV Ron says, how did you drop the weight, bro? Literally just hooping every day. That's literally it. For 10 months straight, I was playing 4 hours of basketball every single day. And I know because I used to listen to the Zaslow and Hochman show. It was a 4-hour podcast. Like I said, that's back when Tobin was producing for that show. Let me see if I have some older clips of when I was fat and when I was hooping. Let me see right here. I probably shouldn't show y'all this channel because I post full game clips on here. And in some of them, I'm ass as hell because, like, either we're fucking around or it's a bad game or something. But whatever. If y'all watch these, you could probably find some really bad clips to embarrass me. I don't give a crap. Yeah, here's me and my boy Lynn from 10 years ago. You can see I was a big boy. That's how I learned the post moves, though, y'all. I told you that I like Jaime Jaquez. I got a foot fetish for the footwork. That's because when I was big, man, ew, I was so ass. I used to have to body people, dog. So, yeah, this was literally like, well, I'll show y'all this, too. Let me go, if my Instagram is logged in here. Give me a second here. Okay. I only have one picture on my Instagram from when I was big, and it was like a throwback thing. By the way, y'all, if y'all are also new here and you haven't seen, I have a podcast with Mario Chalmers, man. So, oh, wait. Why can't y'all see this? I got to switch to... Wait, what is going on here? 1 second, chat. Here we go. Sure. Okay. Yeah, I got a podcast with Mario Chalmers, man. So if y'all new here, we already doing it big time a little bit, man. Me and Rio, we technically still have the podcast together. It was supposed to be a weekly thing, but we haven't recorded in like a year or two because he's been very busy. Here, I'll let y'all listen to the preview on my Instagram. Y'all can follow me on Instagram if you want to. But I prefer you follow me on YouTube. Keep it real.
That's okay. He's so petty. He's so petty.
I ain't say 29, I said 30.
Ooh. Y'all did hear that. It's okay. We said no.
That's exactly what he is, man. that sloppy fat boy think he gonna do that with Morris and get away with it.
That to me sounds like he's not really that good.
That's what I'm hearing.
I'm not sound crazy when I talk, but I speak the truth.
Speaking of trash, and they've been shooting a lot of them.
You trying to figure it out like,
I was gonna say,
That's a bad record to find out.
it's good for content.
you already said it.
Bro, I could cut out whatever I want to cut out.
Oh, I have nothing to say about Stephen A. Smith.
He has a lot to say about you.
Keep that same thing.
See, I'm talking old Doja though. That's what I'm saying.
He
Like,
ain't got no eyebrows.
I ain't talking about the bald-headed Doja with no eyebrows.
I'm just saying you can't just pick a Doja.
Man, I take it with no eyebrows, bald head, all that.
Quiet on the set. Quiet on the set.
I was waiting for that.
Chitty, bang, bang.
She told me that she loves me. I said, we can't do this no more.
Hi, mama. Hi, dad.
I'm gonna apologize to my parents too.
You
Before I watch
can
this.
see the difference.
That is
right
so
there.
romantic. That is so romantic.
I don't even remember her name. That's the crazy part.
That's what I'm saying with you because my parents do listen to this.
What
So
that
sorry,
say?
mom. Sorry, dad.
Hold on. What that say?
We sitting here, hot seconds with Jack's champion. Rio,
My God.
pleasure
Appreciate it.
recording.
That's okay. He's so petty. He's so.
So before I answer the question about the weight loss, though, if y'all want to hear about the real story real quick, basically I got an audio only podcast called Believe in Miami Heat. They reached out to me to be the co-host of their Heat segment, and they said, "Yo, we got a co-host for you. It's Mario Chalmers." They're like, "Is that cool?" I was like, "I wish it was LeBron." Whatever. I was kidding. I was like, "Hell yeah, that's dope." So we recorded one episode on Zoom. We met up in person, did one episode there, and it was dopest. Let me get rid of this picture first. Y'all gonna be distracted by my fat self. So we met up with I forgot to change this. Hold on. Share this tab instead. Boom. Okay. My laptop glitching here. Y'all can't see it. Anyways, so we recorded one episode on Zoom. We did another episode in person, and I was at this lounge in Miami. I was there with my boy Will. We were waiting for Rio to show up, and then Rio shows up finally. I dap him up and like, "Yo, what's good, Rio?" We had already recorded the one Zoom episode a week earlier, so we were kind of cool at this point. And then he's like, Rio says to me, he's like, "Yo, I brought a friend with me, if that's cool." I was like, "Yeah, sure." And I look behind Rio, and I look at the dude walking in the door. It's goddamn Michael Beasley. So I look, I'm like, "I know you." I was like, "Mike, right?" I dap him up. He's like, "Yo, what's good, bro?" So then it was cool as hell. The Heat were actually playing the Celtics that night, coincidentally. It was a regular season game. So me, my boy Will, Mario Chalmers, and Michael Beasley, and some of the other, their friends in the lounge, or like the guy who owned the lounge, because we had it to ourselves, right? So it's not like a big group. No, there was like, 5 of us? So there was like me, Will, Rio Beasley, and like two other guys maybe. So I guess that'd be like 6 of us. We're all watching the Heat game, and it's hilarious, dog. Bro, first off, Michael Beasley, Mario Chalmers, nicest dudes ever, bro. Love them. But Michael Beasley specifically, that dude is the funniest man I've ever met in my entire life, bro. We were watching, I think, like Hayward Highsmith brick the 3, and Beasley like, "I know that man not in the league," and I'm sitting here on the couch. And I start dying laughing, bro. Me and Beasley got into it over like if Jason Tatum is better than Jaylen Brown. Me and him was going back and forth. He's hilarious, bro. And that podcast was supposed to be a weekly thing. I'll show y'all right here. If I Google "Believe in Miami Heat," let me switch tabs right here. Can y'all see? No, you can't see. Let's share this tab instead. Can y'all see? There we go. If you Google "Believe in Miami Heat," it'll say podcast with Anthony DiNardo and Mario Chalmers right here. But what happened is after we recorded the second episode, Rio was playing pro ball overseas in Malaysia. Then he joined the Big 3. And then it kind of got to the point where we were texting every week trying to schedule. It just never really worked out. So it kind of got to the point where I just said, you know what? I just kind of stopped reaching out as much because I didn't want to bother him. He's Mario Chalmers. So we got 2 episodes, but I got his phone number. If I was told y'all before, if I hit 5K subs by the start of next season, maybe we'll give Rio a FaceTime on stream. Something to get y'all excited. I don't know. So y'all can help me out, of course, by hitting that subscribe button right now. And like we had 4,333. So we are slowly but surely getting to that 5K by mid-October. And y'all can help me do. We got another sub. Let's go. Y'all could help me do that by hitting that sub button. I do greatly appreciate it. Now back to this tab here, the one that I think some people are interested for some reason. These pictures are 10 months apart. I lost 111 pounds in 10 months. How? You asked. One of the comments asked. I'm not bringing this up to ride myself here. I balled every day, 4 hours a day by myself. And I, shooting around, that's kind of how I started to craft my skill set. And then obviously I got much better once I started playing in pickup games. And I've been playing pickup, like I said, 5-6 times a week, really ever since, right? I have not stopped at all. I'm still hooping literally almost every day now. It's great runs at the court by me. And I think he also said, how did you drop the weight? Oh, no, he said, what was your diet? I'm not gonna lie, my diet for a little bit was water and ice. So maybe it's not the healthiest way to lose weight, but it's not like this is what I tell people though. I wasn't starving myself. Do not ever starve yourself because that's not good to do. Like it's dangerous, like legit dangerous. But I wasn't hungry. I don't know. I guess I just kind of had this mindset of like, I don't know. I'm trying to make it sound not as bad as it is. It probably is bad. Don't do it though. Take care of your health. Do it the right way, man. But yeah, just from hooping, man. And that's my Instagram. I got other hoop highlights on Instagram if y'all want to see. This is the most recent one I put out. That would get me copyrighted. This was from the Next Level Gym the other day. Something light. Truthfully, I didn't really play that good this day, and the highlights weren't great. The form was atrocious on that, but I still got it to fall. There's Thomas taunting him. There's a nice little step back, hit him with the slat 3 after. Jakob. We played like 5 games this day. This is the only game I was good in. Now, I was really damn good. I dropped like almost 10 points, but the rest of the games I was kind of ass. Wide open 3, not that good a highlight. Threw it in there anyways. I think I got a nice little floater to fall here just to show y'all a little bit more versatile, and then the nice strip and score it here. But man, like I said, I could only record here because this was like private runs, man. And see, I told you I got a little bit of a post work with the little spin left-hand hook. So I'm telling you, I got some moves, man. I don't just be talking about the footwork. I be about the footwork, man. There's the Zoom thing with Mario Chalmers. If y'all want to check out that preview as well, the full videos are on my YouTube. If y'all want to actually check it out, this is pretty cool. I got the hoop in the Heat arena, bro. This was a highlight, bro. I did this man's ass dirty. Look at this, the little drive baseline with the where you go, boy? Give me that, pussy, bro. So the Heat had this event. You used to be able to show up and run pickup games on the court. You like wait in line, you play. But this was in 2019. And then once COVID happened, they never had it again, man. And it sucked because that was such a good time. We ran 2 5-minute games because we waited in line twice. We got another sub. Let's go. It was so dope, bro. And I got the nice picture. They just coincidentally took the picture of me shooting there too, which was dope. I haven't framed up here. It's out of shot. I don't feel like fixing my tripod to see it, but yeah, it's dope. What else do we got here? We got a Creole King says Juju Watkins is her. Remember the name? Come on, Creole King. What you think? You think we don't know about Juju Watkins? Man, I follow Juju Watkins on Snapchat, but that's for a completely different reason, though. I'm not gonna lie to you. Did she post anything recently? Let me see, Juju Watkins. I don't think so. But no, she's a hooper. She kind of hoop like Kyrie. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like to see her get her efficiency up, to be honest. But she was just a freshman at USC. She had a lot of ball handling responsibilities. So obviously, her efficiency should get up as she maybe gets a little bit older. Any of these other comments here? My boy said Dangle. That's right. My boy remembers Dangle. Dang Lee. Shout out my boy Dang Lee. Tyler says, who do you think wins the next Florida championship? Panthers, Heat, or Dolphins? That's a tough one, ain't it? See, as much as I'd love to throw the Dolphins away right now, I'll tell you this. If you ask me to pick who I want to win the most, I would pick the Dolphins. Yo, shout out to my guy, Alex Shelvin. What's good, bro? Bro, I would tell you to go get some sleep, but that's probably pretty hard for you nowadays, man, with the new kid and all, I'm guessing. Are you able to get sleep yet? Is it a son or daughter? I forget, but is your child at the age where they're sleeping or not yet, man? Because that would explain why you're up so late. So what else we got here? Okay. I would truthfully choose that the Dolphins win a championship just because I've never seen it in my lifetime. Also, my dad is a huge Dolphins fan. He's been waiting 50 years for another chip. I'm a diehard Dolphins fan as well. I'm a bigger Heat fan, but I've seen the Heat, ring before. I would choose the Dolphins. That being said, they're not going to be the next team to win it because I'm skeptical on if Tua can get it done. That's a whole other conversation. The Panthers, ideally, I've been reading, should be able to re-sign most of their roster next year. I know Sam Reinhart's a free agent. He's going to want a ton of money. But if they can re-sign him, they'll have most of the roster. In theory, they should be able to have a very good team again, right? They just went to 2 Stanley Cups. But the Heat have been the best run franchise in this town for a very long time. So probably the Heat. I'd like it to believe the Heat, but maybe the more realistic answers the Panthers, especially since the rest of the East is getting better and there's a lot of skepticism on how the Heat can actually improve. Creole King says Beasley got no filter, but my dog Cutthroat funny as hell. Bro, Beasley, I'm telling you, dog, he was so funny, bro. He was so funny. I wish I could have just filmed. And he interjects in the podcast too. If y'all Google Anthony DiNardo, Mario Chalmers, you can see the podcast. He's not on screen because he didn't want to be on screen, but he's still talking throughout the whole thing. His interjections are hilarious. But I wish we could have recorded when we were just hanging out watching the game because, dog, it's so funny, bro. He's everything that you think Michael Beasley is, He is, like, in the best way possible. Shout out to my guy Mo for saying that he'll subscribe. Appreciate you, my boy. Helping me chase the dream. What else do we got here? Joe Fry said fasting works as far as losing weight. Sure. I mean, that's kind of what I did, right? I didn't. I'm telling you, like, I didn't starve myself. I never got sick. Like, I wasn't. Like, I don't know. Like, it was just a mindset thing, I guess. What else do we got here? Damn, you blocked me on IG. Did I? What else do we got here? With the 15th pick in the Miami Heat, in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select. I'll tell you who they're gonna select, Mario. They're gonna select. As I can quickly switch over. They're gonna select Tyler Kolek, a senior out of Marquette. I already talked about him earlier, and I have an entire video dedicated to him. But he just seems like the most Heat culture guy. Elite point guard, white from Marquette. What more do you want to ask for? I mean, let's look at these badges. Clutch gene, floor general, crafty finisher, catch and shoot. I know he's not the most flashy prospect, but he's a guy that he could use now. He's not my top pick. He's not in my top 5, but that's probably who the Heat are gonna end up taking. What's up, my boy? What's good? Top notch. How you doing, dog? We still got my guy Trent in here. Yo, shout out Trent. My guy's been grinding the Heat content as well. So shout out to him too. If y'all looking for some more Heat content, search Miami Heat Network. My boy's been doing it, man. What else do we got here? Small guard, slow. Oh, you talking about Tyler Kolek? He's small, but you know who else they said was small and slow? TJ McConnell. Like, I know this comparison for him says Jalen Brunson, Goran Dragic. That's just because all 3 of those guys are lefty, like Kolek, Brunson, and Dragic. But I saw another comparison that said TJ McConnell. You telling me TJ McConnell wouldn't be fire on the Heat? You telling me he would not be fire, bro? That would just be. I'm telling you, man, I like TJ McConnell. I know even Jimmy loves TJ McConnell too. Because, hold on a second. Like I said, my phone's been blowing up since the OG Anunoby trade. I just want to get back to people. But, what's his name? TJ McConnell. Jimmy Butler loves TJ McConnell. And you know Jimmy doesn't like you unless you're a dog and you play defense. And if that's what Tyler Kolek is as well, I will take that. Now, again, he's not my top pick. Again, I prefer Devin Carter or Devin Carter or Khalil Wright. I'm with you, Willie. But the question was, who do I think the Heat would take? Okay, I should probably go to bed here at some point. Unless any really... I will check Twitter one more time. Why the hell not, man? I'm kind of having fun staying up talking to y'all. And honestly, the growth has been pretty good tonight, man. We got like over 20 subs tonight. That's dope, bro. That's what's up. I appreciate y'all, man. Over the past few seasons, OG Anunoby and Mikal Bridges were touted as the premier starter level wings that every team is dying to have. The Knicks got both of them. Yeah, man, that's the part I was saying earlier. That's tough, dog. And Jimmy struggles with both of those dudes, particularly OG. Like, I love Jimmy. That's my guy, but OG be making it tough, man. What else do we got here? Trae Young thinks Jason Tatum should be MVP frontrunner next season. The guy who didn't win NBA Finals MVP should be league MVP because his team won the chip. I mess with you, Big Heat Energy, but don't talk bad about Trae Young. We supposed to be recruiting Trae Young, Big Heat Energy. Shout out to my guy, Big Heat Energy. Make sure y'all follow him on Twitter and his new YouTube. He just started as well. I mean, I might have some more time for some more non-Heat content stuff to talk about. I just don't know who else. I don't know if you guys would be interested in any of that stuff. I mean, I could probably go back to this. Do I have any other old like videos on here? I think I have some. Let me exit this real quick. I think I have some on my actual laptop that is not actually uploaded to this YouTube. I think. Let me try to find that real quick. In the meantime, feel free to read Tristan Silva's scouting reports from The Ringer. Because Tristan Silva is actually a guy that I like a lot. And people are sleeping on him just because of his age, but yeah. Let me see if I can find this. Because on my laptop, I have a folder called like hoops highlights. I don't have them all. And again, like I said, I don't have many. Oh, I know where I got some that I could show y'all. I got some of my highlights on Instagram. Let me pull that up real quick. Okay, they are on. I labeled them Witness because that's my hoop nickname. We'll check out the first one here. Let me see what we got here, bro. So this was dope. This was when I was at FGCU. Oh, y'all can't really see that good, can you? And they called me up to do one of those like halftime things. And basically it was like a shooting competition versus a person on the other side of the court. And we had to like stack pizza boxes. And literally like I drained my first 2 threes. And it like the competition was over. It was supposed to last like 60 seconds. I got it done in like 10 seconds. Second 3, cash, even though that one was a bit ugly too. But again, I mean, I was in jeans. Let me see what else we got here. This was from, bro, intramural days were fun. If y'all were in college and didn't play intramurals, you missing out, bro. Intramurals were really, really fun. This was my maybe my junior year, I think. So still a while ago. I mean, I graduated college, 4 years ago. Damn, I'm old. So this is like 6-7 years ago. I'm obviously a much better player than I am right now too. But it's just to show y'all a little bit of the versatility there, man. This was junior year. Yeah, this stuff old, man. But the little behind the back drive. Let's go forward to some more recent highlights. I have some in let me see. This was the 2022 league. This one was dope because we had my boy Gabe, who now works for the Panthers. He's doing good stuff. We had my boy Gabe come out. He's like a whole ass professional photographer and everything. Made this little highlight clip for us. Bro, lit this boy ass up. Step back or side step 3 in transition. Yako. What else? We got my boy Will with the diamond dish. Bro, Will's my PG for real, bro. You see, I love that transition 3 a la Tyler Hero. What else we got here? Little mid-range pull-up. Got him. Nutmeg his ass. Probably didn't do nothing with it. That's a tough reverse. Tell me that's not a tough reverse right there. But these are still pretty old, though. These are from like a few years ago. I think I got the most recent stuff in this, or probably Witness 3. Bro, so this was FC. Bro, I used to go on the main court like all hours of the night and just practice, bro. Like y'all can see here, I was doing these practicing the range, man. I'll be hitting these for game winners, man, to pull a 3 in transition. They be telling me it's luck. I show them the footage. I practice that. This is my boy Hector. Y'all might know Hector. He's been in a lot of the streams of mine too. Sauced his ass up real quick. That shot was ugly on that one. That shot was ugly as hell, but still. This one, little pull-up 3. I'm so mad at the next clip, though. Look at the next clip. I sold so bad. I hit him with a little, look at that. And I sold the reverse, man. I hit him with a between the legs, behind the back, wrap around, driving to baseline. And I sold it, man. I sold the clip. This was nice, though, man. We got to actually do some runs on the full court there, like on the big boy D1 hoop. So, you know, I had to show out real quick, man, and light it up. Back one time on Hector, they letting me shoot. They letting me smack that thing, man. Hey, where's Amir, dog? We watching the highlights now. Look at this pass. This was a dime. Ooh. I wrapped it, or look at this again. I wrapped it around the defender. Can I pause this? I can pause it. Look where I started passing this. I'm passing to the guy in the blue shirt right here. We're basically lateral right now, right? We're basically lateral. My defender is in front of me. And look where I start to pass this. For the wraparound to the guy in the blue shirt that's cutting in, that's a dime. Double bounce pass to the guy for the reverse, bro. That's what I'm saying. Don't tell me I'm just a shooter, chat. I'm a team player, man. This one right here, sweet little game winner. Something light. Nothing crazy. Had to do the little lean in, make sure it went in. Bro, this one, my boy Diaco sold the Jason Williams elbow pass, man. Look at that. I hit the J-Will elbow pass perfect, man. I might have it in slow-mo after. I forget. Let me see. Yeah, look at this. Boom. I wrapped it around my back, popped it with the elbow right to the trailer in the corner. And my boy Diaco could shoot too. He made the layup, though, at least, off my assist there. But how do I let me get rid of this comment? Oh, and then the next day we had to go back to the court, and he had to redeem himself. Hit the little highlight for me, man. But I got his ass back. Look at that. Oh, double behind the back, one-legged Dirk fade. Give me that. Y'all saw me practicing that shot when I was fat, bro. This is what I be doing with it when I'm skinny, man. Double behind the back into the Diaco, where are you going, bro? I'm going to clip this and send this to you. Diaco, you cannot guard me, bro. And I'm showing this video in front of almost 400 people live at 1 a.m. Look at that. Double behind the back. Where are you going? Look at the space created. Oh, why are you jumping? You're too late. You're too late, Diaco. Step up. You already saw this one. Be doing the little reverse on him. What else we got here? Oh, that was the rest. That was the end of that highlight. Then I started a new one called oh, I don't have a witness 3. I thought I had a witness 3. I probably just started adding those highlights to the next league I was in, which would be this league. This was the 2023 league we did. This was in the Salvation Army. And this was with my boys Thomas and his brother, bro. The Argentinian bros were goated, bro. Had a little step in there for the middle. Dimer. I tell you, man, I'm a good team player, man. I got some basketball IQ. Look at that. The steal, come down the court, splash him. Big time shot here. That's my boy Trayvon. Sent that thing, bro. And then fake pass to Trayvon on the side. That was a big time 3. That was a little bit of a dagger for us. I think put us up 5. And we won. Our team name was better than Will because Will didn't want to join our team. He was on an opposing team. So we had told him that we better than his ass. I have more. Where's the rest of my highlights, man? Oh, here it is. Oh, I do have a witness 3. Here it is. Oh, this was dope. It was some chill runs. This was already a year ago itself. But there were some chill runs at the court. The first one was glitching. But I did light up my boy Julian there. But some chill runs at the court. So I got the camera out. This was a little step-in game winner. Boom, look at that. Always got to keep the wrist up there to let them know they can't guard you, man. This one, the defense playing too far back. We'll just launch from deep. Beautiful form. All net. All netter. It doesn't count, baby. Hey, and don't forget you have a left hand. I'm telling y'all I'm versatile. Bro, can we rewind this? Look how smooth this is, man. That's what I'm telling y'all. Look at that. Oh, with the left. It's tough, man. Don't mess with me, Amir. I'm gonna send you this timestamp here too. Little drop step into the left hand, just so you know I'm like that, Amir. We're gonna put some stakes on this game, man. Got to. This one again, my boy Will feeding me all video. Me and Hector, we always gotta taunt the homeboys on the gram, bro. The little step back, and if I recall, I think I hit 2 in a row on my boy Heck here. This one was tough. The little jab step, behind the back snatch. Oh, into the fade. Again, the Dirk fade. I'm telling y'all, bro, I love the Dirk fade, bro. I love it, man. I do this. I got another story. This one's kind of cool. This is my growth on YouTube. This is back when, bro, I had 500 subscribers 136 weeks ago. So that's like, what, 2.5 years ago? And we went from there to the over 4,000 that we had now. So it's good growth, man. It's cool to see looking back at this stuff. It really is, man. But I won't bore you with that. Anyways, it's well past 1 a.m. now. Wow, you guys are still watching strong. If you guys are in this chat right now, y'all goated, bro. Like, for real. I appreciate that, man. That's what's up, man. I can't share my appreciation for you guys enough here at all. But anyways, I think I'm gonna close this out. If y'all tune into the stream, seriously, greatly appreciate you for helping me chase the dream. And I'm glad we got to do this. I'll be trying to do some more live streams more often. I might stream the draft tomorrow. I probably won't. More likely, you'll see me on playback for the Basement. So go check out the Basement Sports Network. Or maybe I'll even hop on with my boy Ernest at Miami Heat Talk. But I will have a video out minutes after the Heat draft pick is made. So make sure y'all stay tuned. Like the stream so other people can see it. And subscribe so y'all can check out all the content I have coming up. And that being said, I will see y'all next time. Appreciate y'all.